just so often, the words of another who's truly in love seem to work out fine.
To say I love you, I love to say I'm thinking you.
Birthday shouts going out to everybody celebrating. Happy birthday to who? I don't know because you ain't called me yet. Holla at your sister girl and let's do this. 5 days till Christmas. I'm trying to big your name up as well. 877-533-5288. Get at me, playa.
It's like the sun in my eyes. Love so satisfying, carry me right up to the clouds. Ooh, just tell me how you do what you do. You got me running to you. Love, make me wanna dance, make me wanna clap my hands, and I wanna make.
Hello and welcome to La Vega Pirate Football here live from AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas, as we are getting ready for the state championship game between the La Vega Pirates and the Carthage Bulldogs. I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me today, tuning in with us today here on 94.5 Centex Magic, also on Centex Sports Network, and also on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas. We are getting ready for a great matchup in the state game. Rocky, we finally made it all the way here to the state game, and it looks like we're going to have ourselves a good one.
Hey, man, this is what you play for. There's as a high school athlete, as a family, as a community, and as a lover of football, this is what you would want this is the highest honor in Texas, is to play for a state championship. And as I, see as they're playing the national anthem right now as we speak, it reminds me of when I was in high school and playing with my teammates and friends. And though we never got a chance to play for it all, just being in the playoffs is something that we always reminisce about when we get together. And La Vega being here today reminds me of that special experience that playing high school football is in Texas.
Yeah, those are memories you take with you for the rest of your life. All of these guys on the Vegas team and Carthage team have built a bond that they're going to be able to take with them for the rest of their lives as they go throughout life and start to get jobs and different careers. They're going to remember the time when they came down to Jerry World here at AT&T Stadium and got a chance to play for a state championship game. Folks, we want to thank everybody for listening in with us. If you want to watch some of the radio broadcast, you won't be able to watch the game, but you want to jump into the live chat and let us know what's going on, talk to some people in there, you can go over to YouTube, Centex Sports Network on YouTube, and jump in that live chat. You'll be able to talk with us, and talk with other people as well on there. Also, you can tune in on Facebook. Jump on that live chat too, Centex Sports Network on Facebook. And of course, we want to thank you for listening in on Centex Magic 94.5. Rocky, tell us a little bit about some of those sponsors we got here today.
Hey man, I want to thank first off, I want to thank our title sponsor for this broadcast, which is TFNB, Your Bank for Life. They do a great work in the community, helping entrepreneurs live their dreams and giving them an opportunity to start businesses. They help many people with financial literacy and things like that. They're members, and you know, they have they've established a in the community that I love in East Waco, and like I say, TFNB, Your Bank for Life. They have a location on 8th Street as well in South Waco, but I really appreciate them having a bank in my community because that's something that had not happened for so many years, and a couple years ago they took the initiative and established a bank on Elm that's led by Dorothea Love and as the branch manager, and I just am vice president, and so TFNB has been a supporter of ours for many years as we've done partnerships. They've sponsored Feast in the East a number of years, and they've worked with the Chamber of Commerce. So I just want to thank TFNB for all the support and being the title sponsor for this state championship broadcast.
Well, folks, like you said, want to definitely thank TFNB. We're about 25 minutes away from kickoff here, and we'll be talking to you guys, chatting with you guys all the way up until this time for kickoff here in AT&T Stadium up in Arlington, Texas. Like I said, you guys want to jump in that chat, go on to Facebook, go on to YouTube, let us know what you're thinking, who you're rooting for in this game. Folks, we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll talk some more about this La Vega team and their matchup against this Carthage team, a really good team that's had 11 appearances in the state championship game. So really great matchup we have here today. Can't wait to be able to watch this game as they schedule to kick off just a little bit after 11 o'clock. So stay tuned and stay locked in with us, folks. We'll be right back after these short breaks.
The Friday night lights are on.
Hello, sports fans.
The practice time is over.
Are you ready?
And La Vega Pirates football is on the air on KWBT-FM, Waco, Temple, Killeen.
Let's get straight to it. Magic 94.5 and 94.5 The Beat.
Ready, set.
Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Are you looking for something new and unforgettable in Waco? Come to the Blasian Asian, where authentic Cambodian flavors meet creative culinary flair. Voted People's Choice as Waco's #1 Asian restaurant since 2019 by both the Wacoan Magazine and the Waco Tribune Herald. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin, we're serving up family recipes with a twist. Blasian Asian egg rolls are rolled fresh daily, and their sauces or marinades are made in-house with love. Stop by today. Located inside the popular Union Hall on 8th and Franklin. And for Baylor students, enjoy 10% off with your student ID.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals, well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hello and welcome back to the action here live from AT&T Stadium in the pregame show here for La Vega Pirate football as we're about 20 minutes out getting ready for a great matchup, folks, a great matchup. La Vega Pirates in another state championship game. This is a team that's been here multiple times. Some of these guys haven't been here. I think a lot of these guys, the seniors, were in middle school last time that this team got a chance to play in the state championship game back in 2019. But they're looking to make their own mark, make their own legacy here on this game today. And I can't wait to be able to watch this one as they're taking on a Carthage team that I said before break has been to 11 state championships. And in recent years, since 2008, they've won in 08, 09, 10, 13, 16, 17, 19, 20, and 22. Sounds kind of crazy, but this Carthage team, very historic program, especially within the last 2 decades, and can't wait to see these two teams match up against each other in what is really going to be a heavyweight matchup between the La Vega Pirates and the Carthage Bulldogs.
Yeah, this is a matchup of titans. You know, of course, in the last 18 years, Carthage has won 9 state championships, and in the last 10 years, La Vega's, I want to say, played for 3 and won 2. And so this is a great matchup. This is a great match. This is what I thought they had only met once in the playoffs before. And the Carthage radio broadcast reminded me that they had played twice. One game they played up in Garland, he said, he recalls, and he said La Vega really got the best of them. And then, of course, I remember down in the Star, they played for it all.
Yeah, I believe that was 2019 when they played here. I came to that game. They played here in 2019, and Carthage got the best of them. Carthage had a really good team that year. They had a few guys that went on to play at some Power 4 schools from that team. And like you say, this Carthage team, historic team, used to winning. In their last 9 appearances, they've won 9 championships. So they kind of said, Igerhart on the radio show yesterday said that kind of had the Michael Jordan effect there where they go in and they've won every time they've been in the state finals. And this La Vega team, like we've talked about all year long, they're battle-tested. They got off to what some people would think a rocky start at the beginning of the year, losing some games. And, you know, some people saying, hey, you know, why is La Vega playing this super tough pre-district schedule like that? And now we see why. We see the fruits of their labor here paying off as they've made it all the way into the state game because of some of those early losses. They were able to learn from those losses early on in the year, taking on a Salina team, which is actually playing the game right after La Vega gets done playing in this game. Salina will be playing Kilgore in the next game. So they played a tough pre-district schedule, and Salina proved to be one of the better teams. They lost to a West Orange Stark team early on that La Vega got their lick back on later on in the playoffs. La Vega was able to come in and get a win over that team later on. So that pre-district schedule really molded them into the team that they are now. We got a chance to see this team really grow up over time, over the course of this season. You think about some of the young guys that got out here. This is obviously a really good senior team out here when you think about guys like Bryson Rowland and different guys like that. And but they've done a great job. They've done a great job being able to use their young guys as well, like a Courtney Parr, who's a sophomore, like a slightly underclassman, like a Jabari Thornton, who's a junior. And so they've got a lot of good guys on this team and a good mix of young and older players. Rocky, tell us about got a visitor phone call coming in here to talk a little bit about La Vega with us.
Yeah, you know, La Vega is a school with a lot of tradition. They've won championship. If I don't remember, I'm sure the caller will remind me. They've won a championship, a state championship in football. They've won a championship in both boys and girls basketball, and maybe even multiple state championships, and they've also won a state championship in track. But with no further ado, I'll bring in someone who can really explain to me what the La Vega winning tradition is all about. We have on the line MCC head basketball coach, guy with over 700 wins.
700 wins.
None other than the La Vega alumnus himself, Kevin Gill. How you doing, Kevin?
Oh, man, I'm great, man. Thank you guys for having me. It's a great moment in time in, history for the Pirates. And, just to play for another state championship is truly a blessing.
Now, Kevin, can you explain to me what is the origin of the excellence that La Vega has experienced? I know in my lifetime, going back to all the way when I was high school, they may not have won a state championship, but I want to say my senior year, they went very deep in the playoffs. And ever since then, they've kind of been a mainstay in the playoffs in whatever division they were in, vying for state championships in multiple sports. How does the La Vega community do it year in and year out?
Well, it starts with the administration. Dr. Shields, Coach Williams, they've been at La Vega a long time. And, really supporting all sports, not just football, not just basketball. They support everything. And then what really sets it off is the community. I mean, they get behind. I mean, everybody loves the winner, but at La Vega, those guys, I mean, even when you're not having the greatest years, they still support. And, it means a lot to a kid to look up in the stands and see somebody that, have a state championship or, done played at a high level and, just doing it the right way and just want to please, the community and please their school. So that's one thing I could say, that really helps. I got here about an hour ago and just seeing former players and, even future players come in, good kids that come in. They believe in that blue and gold, man. And, when you do that, you got people behind you, the administration's behind you. It's, easy. I'm not going to say easy, but it's easier to, strap it on every day. And, these kids got a chance to, write their own story and make some history. So, we're just going to cheer them on. And that's what we do. And, if we win, we win. If we don't, we're going to keep fighting. So,
well, Kevin, I want to ask you, because you have the unique experience of playing for it all in basketball here at La Vega as the head coach in basketball. And so coming into a game like this when you're playing for it all, what are the current concerns that Coach Hyde's had as a coach, and what are some things that he wants to impress upon his players playing on this huge stage?
The good thing about it, he's in a great situation with the kids and, the community where most of the people think that Carthage is going to win this game. Most of the people do. But the good thing about it, they don't strap it on every day in practice and know what's going on. So, me and you talked about it, the other day, Rock, about, there's a difference between a show dog and a guard dog. And, one thing I could say is La Vega has some guard dogs. And it reminds me a lot of when we played for the state championship in basketball where we were going to play Gainesville, which was a lot bigger team than us. I mean, they were like 6'7", 6'6", 6'2" with the point guard. And, we didn't have that kind of size, but we had some tough guys. And, they were talking about they never lost to a 3A team. But it's difficult when you get out there and play, you strap it on and then go up against a guy, and that guy's really bringing it every day. So it's, Coach Hyde.
Hold on, man. Hold on, guys. We had an error here, and let me get Coach Gill back on the line. I apologize, guys.
But yeah, like he said, he You talked about his line about the guard dogs and the show dogs, and that proven to be true. Has proven to be true so far with this La Vega team, and try to get Coach Gill back over here on the line. But go ahead.
No, Coach Gill, are you there?
Available at the tone.
Let me see. Can I get him back on? He that was my fault. That was operator error. I had someone call me right in the middle of this interview. That happens from time to time. So, but it's so many people in here. There's a large contingent of La Vega Pirates that have come out today. Coach Gill, are you there? I'm sorry, I accidentally hung up on you. I'm sorry, Coach. Are you there? Coach Gill. Hold on, let me get you back on. Hey, Coach, are you there? Yeah, I got you back on, Coach. Oh, man. Hey.
They trying to they don't want to hear Coach's pregame speech.
No, we got him. We got him on now. Coach Gill, we have you on now. So, Coach, you were talking about, you were being very candid in the conversation we had earlier this week, and you said there's a difference between guard dogs and show dogs, and you expounded on that with me. La Vega's tradition is that they definitely have guard dogs, and not only in football, but you mentioned a situation where you were able to play for a state title and also bring out some guard dogs and win a big game. Do you suspect the same type of effort here today with
Oh, yeah. I expect the same type of effort because these guys, they're locked in, they focus, they got the community behind them, and, they want to write their own story.
Now, Coach Gill, last question before I let you go. You said there's a lot of people. There is a large contingent on the La Vega sideline and in the stands. Do you guys relish in the knowing that you guys have been here before? You guys have won state championship. Does that give you some type of confidence or edge in this moment?
Well, I think it does. And one thing, if you go to a La Vega football game on a Friday night, I mean, it's standing room only. So these guys, they love playing in front of big crowds. And when they get a chance to be able to show their talent, showcase their talent in front of, a large number of, fans, they really, really like to show guys that, hey, man, come to Waco, Texas, and there's going to be guys that can really play and ball. So they actually relish in that kind of situation.
Hey, Coach, I want to thank you for jumping on with me. I know it's right before kickoff, and so I appreciate you coming on such short notice. Thank you again. That's Coach Kevin Gill for MCC
man, you
basketball.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep. So, folks, we're going to go into a break. When we come back, we'll do our final thoughts in pregame about this game, and we will get ready for the kickoff. We're about 7.5 minutes away from kickoff here in the state championship game. Your La Vega Pirates taking on the Carthage Bulldogs. We'll be right back after this break.
The overall theme of the mural is the Tree of Life, showing heritage through African American culture here in East Waco. It goes through a flow of days of the week, and it's supposed to all tie together just to show this full spectrum of life. TFNB is doing a great job looking into the community and saying we want to engage, we want to work with the younger generation too and trust the different cultures around Waco and pull this through.
TFNB, your bank for life, now open in East Waco.
There has not been a bank or financial institution in East Waco in over 100 years. People of the East Waco community have had to go outside of their community for something as simple as banking needs.
So now they have that bank that's just in their neighborhood and give the financial opportunities so that their dreams can come true too.
Come see us off Elm Avenue. TFNB, your bank for life.
Nothing, girl. Trying to decide where I'm gonna find a birthday gift for my boyfriend.
Oh, that's easy. Go over to the hat stand at 900 East Waco Drive.
What do they carry?
They carry men's urban wear, jerseys, hats. They even do custom embroidery. You could get his name on a hat.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can even get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive, right there next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hello and welcome back to AT&T Stadium live in Arlington, Texas, here on Centex Magic 94.5. Jalen Gillis here with Rocky Miller as we're getting ready for the La Vega State Championship game versus Carthage, brought to you by TF&B, your bank for life, here on Centex Magic 94.5. Folks, we're just a few minutes away from kickoff here. The energy is starting to get into the building, and you can start to hear both of these fan bases get a little bit rowdy. Both the teams starting to walk out now. Rocky, you remember playing in these games in high school. What are the coaches saying? What are the players thinking as they're getting ready to come out walking through this tunnel right now?
At this point, Jalen, they're ready to play. There's been enough talking. There's been enough film watching. There's been enough practicing. It's time to get out here on the field and decide what happens here. As I watch La Vega on the video feed as they come out the tunnel, man, I understand. These guys are so geeked up and so excited about coming out of here and fulfilling a lifelong dream. This is an opportunity. These guys have worked so hard to get here, and now, today, on December 20th, they have an opportunity to make their dreams come true and celebrating it. Not only by themselves, but they get the entire community is celebrating with them as they run out here on the field today. And I look for Bryson Rowland to lead the way. I look for Bryson Rowland to lead the way, and I look for Jabari Thornton to make a huge contribution today. The defense led by Caden Rowland, Jace Wiley, Warren Richardson III, Anton Good, and also Amir Gibson. Those guys it's going to be imperative that the defense, those guys on the defense, are able to corral and contain. They're not going to be able to stop Carthage. They're not going to be able to stop Carthage, but I think it's reasonable to think they can slow them down a bit.
Yeah. This Carthage team, like you said, this is a tough one. This is a tough team that they're going to be playing against, but those guys that you just named have the ability to be game breakers. Bryson Rowland has the ability to be a game breaker, and this is what he's worked his whole time he's been on varsity for this moment right here. A 4-year starter in Bryson Rowland at the running back position. Over 6,000 career yards in the history books in Central Texas all-time rushing, in the history books of La Vega Pirates all-time rushing leaders. Over 2,000 yards this year. You work all the way those 4 years to get to a moment like this. You add him in with guys like Ethan Thompson on that offensive line, guys that have the ability to control the game. You add him in with guys like Jabari Thornton, guys that have the ability to take over a game with his elite athleticism, as you see, as we saw here on the big screen, Bryson Rowland and Ethan Thompson walking out to do the coin toss together. Couldn't pick a better two to be able to come out and lead their team and be leaders for this team.
As they do this coin toss, I want to take a moment out to thank all of our sponsors. First off, I have to thank our title sponsor, TF&B, along with Pickens Bail Bonds, the hat stand, Katie and Junior over at the hat stand. Also, I want to thank Prosperity Tax and Travel, along with Lighthouse Streaming, and also what's the event promotions company?
NSJ Event Co. NSJ Event Co. Definitely want to thank all of you guys for being sponsors here today, folks. Just a couple minutes away from kickoff here. Rocky, what do you think La Vega has to do to come out here and make a statement to start this game?
You know, to be honest with you, La Vega started quick since they've been in the playoffs. And I think they don't have a problem with getting the football or kicking off. But if I was La Vega, I definitely want the ball first. I definitely want to go down and put some up because I want the sophomore Courtney Parr to get settled in the game early. I don't want him to come out already down by 7.
Yeah. I think that's going to be important for them. We saw La Vega last week get down quick 7-0, probably in the first couple minutes of the game.
Yeah.
After that, they ran off 28 straight, and their offense was off to a hot start. We never saw the punter last week.
Yeah.
They're going to need an offensive start like that to come out here against an established Carthage team. And at this point, like I said on all week long, and when you get to this point, both teams are expecting to win. Neither team is expecting to come out here and drop a ball, drop a pass. Both teams are expecting to win, but it's going to come down to moving a man against his will, and that's what I think this La Vega Pirates team is ready to do here today.
As each team gets ready for kickoff, Jalen, it's going to be important that each team can control their emotions and play with poise. This, as you can see, this is probably the most fans either team has played in front of all year.
Mm-hmm.
And so they don't want to let the moment take them out of what they normally do. So I would expect each team to play within themselves and try to focus on executing it play by play. This is, like I say, this is a tremendous opportunity for La Vega to come out with a win, to win a state championship. This will be Coach Hyde's second state championship. This will be this kid's first state championship. And let's talk about Coach Surratt. He's in the last 18 years, he's won 9 championships for Carthage. He's 9 for 9.
Yeah.
And this will give him the opportunity to go down in Texas football history by winning his 10th championship. And you can expect that those kids from Carthage will come out ready to play and prepared to put out an effort that's worthy of them making history. So La Vega's got their hands full today.
Yeah, La Vega's definitely got their hands full. Both teams want to go out here and earn it. Just like Coach Gill said, you're earning it for your community. You're earning it for your family members. You're earning it for your brothers out there on that field. As La Vega's getting ready to tee off, they're going to kick it off first. So La Vega will receive at halftime. We'll see how that ends up playing out. I think Carthage won the toss, and they said, we want the ball. Carthage is coming out here ready, and they want to come out here and make
Looks
a
like
statement.
they're going to kick it deep to Tylen Williams. Is back deep and set to receive the kick.
Getting ready to kick this one off is La Vega here, folks, live from AT&T Stadium. This broadcast is brought to you by TF&B Bank, your bank for life, as we're getting ready to kick this one off. They kick it off. They'll kick it deep. It'll be received at the 15-yard line. He'll try to break to the sideline, breaks back in, still on his feet, and he'll be brought down at about the 40-yard line. Great field position to start it off after a good return by Tylen Williams.
This has been something that's plagued La Vega the entire playoffs. It hadn't come back to bite them up to this point. But they kicked the ball deep. The ball lands about the 15. Is able to get it across the 40-yard line, looks like, to start their first drive. And so here it is, 1st and 10 from the 40. Carthage is in great field position.
And Jet Stewart coming out, this coach's son, going to lead this team at the quarterback position. 52 total touchdowns this season. So they're going to come out in an empty formation. 4 wide receivers out, 1 tight end. They got a man in motion, starting on the 40-yard line. Stewart drops back, lets this one go towards the sideline, and that pass is going to be broken up as he tried to find his receiver, Junior Henderson, that time. Great defense that time by La Vega. None other than Amir Gibson on the coverage that time.
Yeah, I'm surprised that they decided to go after Amir on this. Amir had him locked up. He'd had no chance to catch that ball. Amir may have had a chance to get an interception if he's got a head around earlier.
Yeah.
I look for him to go back to that, though.
Yeah, that's one of their big play guys. They got a big receiver, so now they're going to come out one back behind him. They swing it out on the out route. He's going to get out of bounds, pushed out of bounds after picking up some decent yardage that time. So they get their running back on the out route. It's going to bring up a 3rd down, though.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I look this running back, Kalen Edwards, he's their bell cow.
1,600 yards on the season, 124 carries and 21 touchdowns. He's the bell cow. 3rd and 5 is what they have now. Ball on about the 50-yard line. So they're going to come out, 2 backs in the backfield with the quarterback, 1 receiver in motion. They hand this one off up the middle, and he's going to be stuffed. That La Vega Pirate front 7 showed up, stuffed him in the backfield. No gain for Benny Smith that time, brings up a 4th down.
La Vega's been a little porous up the middle this year, and I see something. They've made an adjustment, and I see some numbers. I see 72.
Yeah, some of the big boys.
Inside there. So to start the game off, they started out with number 72 down in there, and that's Ethan Thompson, and he was able to get it plugged up. So looks like Coach Surratt is going to keep his offense out on the field. Let's see what happens here on 4th and 5.
So 4th and 5, looks like Carthage is going to go for it. They drop back and pass. Swing it out to the running back end, incomplete. Couldn't connect with them that time. Turnover on downs for La Vega. They're going to get the ball back in great field position.
Looked like they was dropping back to kind of slip the running back out on the play. Looked like they may have had something, but looks like they had La Vega definitely had a guy in man-to-man coverage there. Deontay Thomas was covering him, but it was almost like a slip screen for the running back, and he caught it, and he wasn't able to hold on to it. It really was an errant throw by the quarterback, wasn't able to hold on. And La Vega gets the ball in great field position. They held on the first drive, and let's see what La Vega comes out to do today.
Yeah, this La Vega team starting off in great field position now, already in Carthage territory as they're going to have the ball on the 45-yard line. Courtney Parr going to come out. Empty backfield. Courtney Parr drops back. He's got plenty of time. Looks downfield. Lets it go. Tried to find Thornton that time. Couldn't get to him. Great job of creating a pocket that time by the La Vega offensive line. Couldn't connect with Jabari Thornton that time, trying to on the crossing route.
I think he may have had some other guys open, but I think he was trying to get the ball to Jabari Thornton there. He may want to look Jabari off and go to another receiver because it looked like he had a tight end open down the seam.
Yeah, he had a couple guys. I seen somebody coming up on the wheel route too. Think he was trying to get that one to Thornton, and we see an early timeout here called by Coach Hyde. Going to settle his quarterback down, let him know, hey, you don't have to try to force the ball. You can find the open guys, go through your progressions, and we know that's what Courtney Parr can do because we've seen him do it multiple times before already this season.
It doesn't surprise me that they did try to drop back and get Courtney a pass early on. You want to get the sophomore settled in. You want to get him to be part of the game. You don't want to make him pass in the first critical situation in the game. You want him to get that pass out of the way. But even in that situation, he tried to get the ball to Jabari Thornton. But the most important thing, he didn't throw the ball in harm's way. It wasn't a pass that was errant where it could have been intercepted. It was just a pass that just was a little off, and Jabari Thornton couldn't adjust to it. But I'm sure that La Vega is happy to see on their first pass that they were able to protect Courtney Parr, and he had plenty of time to pass the ball. One of the things that we have a conversation with the opposing team's radio broadcast,
Mm-hmm.
and one thing they told me about is that they explained to me up front they have a couple guys that are really good players, and Carthage is usually able to put pressure on the quarterback without blitzing.
Mm-hmm.
They're able to drop 8, drop 7, and cover. I saw there that they actually rushed 3, and they didn't get much pressure at all.
Yeah.
So I'll pay attention to that as the game unfolds. They may even want to add another rusher if they want to speed Parr up when passing the ball. But even with that, even with them not getting the ball on first down, not passing it, not getting a complete pass on first down, they're still in great field position, and it's just second down, and they have the ball at their own 45. I mean, on the Carthage 45. So,
yeah, the biggest part of all of this first early minute and a half of the game is La Vega getting that stop on that fourth down. That could turn out to be huge for them if La Vega can come out and score on this drive, get that upper hand, because They are getting the ball back at halftime. Carthage did receive first. Those little things in the game can affect in a game important like this.
Yeah, I guess we're going to have to start taking breaks, Jalen, with the TV.
Yeah,
These are some long timeouts. So our mental note.
Yeah,
we'll take a few more breaks.
On second down, they hand this one off to Bryson Rowland, and this time Carthage was ready for him as they hit him immediately in the backfield. Some of those big guys that they were just talking about got back in the backfield early. James Monroe, the nose guard, got to him first and was able to stop Bryson Rowland right in his tracks.
Yeah, that was one of the big guys they mentioned. They mentioned number 54, and they mentioned number 72. They said those guys are usually able to hold it down in the middle.
Yeah, and those some big guys that got on that line. So now we're going to see third down and long. 3rd and 12 is what they'll call it. Critical situation here. Ball on the 47-yard line. Courtney Parr rolls out to his left. He's going to drop back, throws this one back over to Rowland. Rowland on his feet, starting to make somebody miss. He's going to be brought down short of the first down marker. Only picks up about 4 or 5 yards that time on 4th down.
So you got him 4th and 5 at the 40. This is an interesting situation. It looks like it was a tip pass that ended up in the hands of Bryson Rowland. Lady Luck is on the side of La Vega so far. So, and this is an interesting situation. Do you punt it deep, try to pin Carthage deep, or do you try to go for it right here and convert the first down?
Looks like La Vega's offense is going to come out on the field right here. 4th down and 4 after he was able to pick up 8 yards on that tip catch. Bryson Rowland in the backfield with Parr. They're going to give this one, and looks like Parr is going to get a direct snap, try to pick up the first, and looks like he's going to be short of the line to gain that time.
And I don't think that was Courtney. I think that was
Hernandez. It was. That was Javian Hernandez. They brought in the more dual threat style QB, tried to run it up the middle with Hernandez. Hernandez was stopped short of the line to gain, so it's going to be a turnover on downs as they give the ball back to the Carthage Bulldogs.
For a minute there, it looked like he had a chance, and then number 20 came from the secondary and stood Hernandez straight up. And that's Leo Brown. He stood him straight up and stopped his momentum, and it looks like it stopped him a couple yards short. But for a moment there, it looked like he really had an opportunity to convert.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be able to get that one, and like you said, for a moment, you saw a hole open up there, like they were going to be able to get through, but he was met by some of those big boys on the front line. So, folks, it's going to be Carthage ball. When we come back, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back after this short break.
Streaming a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
TF&B, your bank for life. Now open in East Waco.
There has not been a bank or financial institution in East Waco in over 100 years. People of the East Waco community have had to go outside of their community for something as simple as banking needs.
So now they have that bank that's just in their neighborhood and give the financial opportunities so that their dreams can come true too.
Come see us off Elm Avenue. TF&B, your bank for life.
Say it was again? 900 East Waco Drive. Right there, next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
Back to the action here. So back to the action here live. Carthage with the ball. 9:13 left to go. 1st down and 10. Ball on about the 40-yard line as Carthage gets the ball back. They're going to hand this off to the running back. He's got a lane, breaks to the outside, and he's going to be drugged down, but he's going to have enough for the first down. About a 15-yard run that time by Kelwin Edwards.
Yeah, it looks like Kelwin had a really nice hold there. He bounced it to the outside, and luckily he was able to be grabbed by Marquay Willis. because he may have saved a much bigger game.
Yeah, that could have been a touchdown. Marquay Willis with a huge tackle right there as they got the ball on the 49-yard line in La Vega territory now. First down and 10. Carthage is going to come out, 4 wide receivers set, 1 running back in the backfield. Now they switch the running back out. They throw this one downfield. They've got a man open. He bobbles it and just drops it. Had a man open that time. It was Junior Henderson on the slant route, but he bobbled it. Almost ended up being an interception, but it's going for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that was right there in the old breadbasket, and he wasn't able to hold on. He did have a defender right there next to him, so looked like he was whipping his head around to kind of find that defender before he was able to pull it in. So that sets up second down and 10 for the Carthage Bulldogs.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to go to Junior Henderson. He's a taller receiver. They're going to try to hit him in some of those slants and midfield stuff. Second down now. They're going to hand this one off right back to Edwards. Edwards gets to the outside. Edwards going to pick up about 5 yards on that second down. Going to bring up a third and manageable now for this Carthage offense.
Well, one thing I can say, they're third and 5. I think at this point, seeing how they went for it on their own territory, this is 4-down territory for La Vega. So I'll be prepared for anything right here, Jalen.
Yeah, 3rd down and 5. Like you said, they've already gone for it on 4th. So they're showing they don't care about going for it on those 4th downs. Here they come now. Empty back, 1 man in the backfield, 3 wide receiver set, 4 wide receiver set. They got a man in motion. 3rd down and 5. He drops back to pass, lets this one go, hits him on the crossing route, has enough for the first. He'll be pushed out of bounds after about a 10-yard gain. Gets enough for the first down, gets it to the tight end. Cade Ross just ran him underneath that time on the drag route. Hit him for 10 yards, first down Carthage.
Yeah, Cade has 34 receptions on the year, and it looks like they ran him on a straight crossing route. La Vega was playing a zone, and it looks like he caught it right in front of Caden Rowland, and they were able to pick up the first down. So that it's 1st and 10 from the 35.
On the 35-yard line, 1st down and 10. Carthage starting to move the ball down the field. They hand this one back off to Edwards. Edwards going to be swallowed up in the backfield, met by a swarm of La Vega defenders that time. Looks like the first man in on the action was one of the big guys there. That was Johnson, Jaquavian Johnson, able to get to him first.
Yeah, Jaquavian dominated his man. He just threw him out the way, got in the backfield. When you look at this, they've tried to run the ball twice inside. It hasn't been much there. They ran it, so they may need to make an adjustment to their running game because there hasn't been much on the inside as they line up for this second down.
Second down and 14 now after a 4-yard loss. They're going to come out in the jumbo set, play action fake. Looks down the middle of the field, tries to find his man. Incomplete, overshot him, but it was great coverage that time on the post route as they tried to get that one back to their main target and main receiver so far, Junior Henderson. Great coverage by La Vega, though.
Looked like Marquay Willis, they moved him from safety over to corner. He's been playing a lot of safety, but today it looks like he may have been playing a little corner as well.
Yeah.
So to me, this is a crucial play for Carthage. And this could build a lot of confidence for La Vega. This is 3rd and 14. And if La Vega's able to hold them to 4th and long, they may get him to punt here and turn the ball over.
So they're going to come out, empty formation, 3rd and 14. He drops back. He's got pressure. He's going to be hit. Dropped for the sack. Who else but Warren Richardson Jr. gets in on the action, picks up a huge sack.
That's the accountant, Warren Richardson Jr. and Associates. Yeah, he came through, and he was able to get the quarterback to. Matter of fact, the quarterback saw him coming in, and he just retreated to the ground. And so, Warren has been doing that all playoff long. In crucial situations, he's been able to get pressure. And it looks like, are they going to go for it here, or do we have a little, what they call a pooch kick?
Yeah, I think they might try the pooch kick here, and they do the pooch kick as they'll kick this one off. Didn't want La Vega to have somebody back to catch that one. And he was unable, had a chance to get them down on the 1-yard line, unable to secure the ball, and goes into the back of the end zone. La Vega catches a break, and they're going to get the ball on the 25-yard line. It's a huge sack for Warren Richardson Jr. the accountant, as Rocky calls him. He's got 12 sacks on the year, gets another one right there in a huge moment.
You know, we've been giving the kids some nicknames since we've been calling the games. We've been having fun with it, and we call Warren Richardson Jr. The accountant, because that's what it sounds like, an accounting firm. And then, of course, we have the Hammer.
Albert the Hammer Jones.
Yeah, and we look forward to seeing the Hammer out here as well, making play.
First down and 10. Courtney Parr drops back. He's got time. Lets this one go. Finds his man. He's going to be brought down after a good game. Picks up enough to move the chains, though. First down. Another Pickens bail bond. First down. That time it was James the Great on the catch.
Hey, you know, this is a great play. Courtney Parr came off of Jabari Thornton. He wanted to go to him. He came off of him, shuffled his feet in the pocket, and was able to throw a strike to James the Great.
How about that block from Bryson Rowland?
It may be a situation where they have to get more people involved in the passing game.
Yeah, they're keying in on Thornton. Looks like we saw some movement there before the ball was snapped. We'll see if they'll call this a false start or if a jump early. But on that last play, huge block by Bryson Rowland that time. They had a free runner coming straight at the quarterback, sacrificed his body, and hit the guy just in time to stop that one.
Yeah, Bryson Rowland, he's not a very big guy, but he doesn't have any problem getting his nose dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's in the running game or in the passing game. He doesn't have any problem mixing it up. Don't look like the referee mic is working for him.
But it looks like they're going to say this one is against.
Look like you're backing LaVega up.
Yeah, they're backing LaVega up. I think they'll call the false start, as we see here on the replay. Couldn't exactly tell who that one was on, and but they'll call it on LaVega. 1st and 15 now. They'll back them up a little bit. The ball's going to be at the 27-yard line. First down and 15. LaVega Pirates with the football. Courtney Parr drops back to pass once again. He's going to roll outside. He's got pressure on him. Doesn't see a man. Holds on to the football, though, as he gets sacked that time from behind. Another one of their big-time playmakers on the defense, Colt Hodges, makes another play, gets a sack right there on Courtney Parr. Didn't see the guy coming from his blind side.
Well, I'd say that's even though he got a great get-off, Parr did have time to pass the football there. And it looks like it was just a situation where there was no guys open downfield, and he tried to escape the pocket, and he was ran down from behind. I was glad to see that Courtney Parr was able to hold on to the football. This sets up a second and very long.
Second and long, 2nd and 20. They get a screen pass to Bryson Rowland. Makes one person miss, but then he's met by a swarm of Bulldogs that time as they get around him, get him down on the ground pretty quickly. It's going to be a 3rd and 19 for LaVega.
Man, this is shaping up to be a really competitive football game.
Yeah.
Both teams seem to be well prepared. The reason why Courtney Parr made an errant pass there is because he had someone in his face and someone bearing down on Bryson Rowland. So he wanted to get it to him without, with the risk of an interception. If I was Coach Hyde, I'd call something safe here and punt the ball. I wouldn't try anything too risky.
They drop back to pass to Courtney Parr. He's got pressure coming from the left side. Escapes that. He's going to just try to get out of bounds. They drag him out of bounds after about a 1 or 2 yard gain. 4th and very long. Probably going to see the punter come out here for the first time this game and last game. Going to see the punter.
Yeah, it looked like he scrambled there and looked like he picked up about 3 yards on that scramble. Again, I think that's the smart play. You don't want to put the ball in harm's way right here.
Yeah.
The defense is playing outstanding against Carthage, and so I'm looking forward to seeing how the defense will come back out here again on the 3rd drive. Can they stop Carthage again?
These are two teams that have been putting up points on everybody in the playoffs. Right now here in this first quarter, very defensive battle between these two teams. Looks like we'll see something happen pre-snap here. Before they could get the ball hiked. Looks like they'll call delay a game. So that'll back them up another 5 yards. Going to be 4th and 20 now as they'll get ready to punt this one away.
Yeah. These penalties are quite unfortunate for LaVega. they have to get settled down and avoid these penalties. They've had 2 false starts in this first quarter. They got to get that under control. Now, in the shadow of your own goalpost, this is always a tricky situation to punt here. So let's see what kind of execution they can have.
4th down and long. A long snap and a high punt that's going to be fair caught at about the 50-yard line. So they'll be in good field position once again as the Carthage Bulldogs offense getting ready to come back out here on the field. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, Carthage will have the ball on about the 50-yard line. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football here on Centex Magic 94.5.
And at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer.
So back to the action here, folks. Carthage with the football on about the 50-yard line. They're going to do a fake
little razzle dazzle,
back, and a ball up in the air, chance for an interception. Do they get it? And they do. Interception for La Vega. They tried to hit him with a flea flicker, a little razzle dazzle there, as Rocky says. Got it to the running back, tried to get him to throw this one out. Intercepted by Antoine Good. Huge play for the La Vega Pirates, and this defense continues to step up once again.
Well, it looks like they're pulling out all the stops. This is kind of early for me, if you ask me.
Very early.
To start doing trick plays. It seems like they haven't even got settled in their offense just yet. So, again, Carthage took a shot there. They didn't come here. They're not going to leave anything in the chamber, obviously.
Yeah.
They went for it on 4th down in La Vega, in their own territory. They get it at the 50-yard line, and they immediately take a trick play. So they're not
They hand this one off to Bryson Rowland on 1st down. He'll be brought down after a good gain at about the 26-yard line, about 5 or 6 yards that time on 1st down. Yeah, well, Rocky, they're not leaving any stones unturned here in this first quarter. I mean, it's early.
What that tells me is that from a coach's standpoint, they know that they're going to need points to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, their defense has been doing pretty good to stop La Vega as well, but coach must see something here that La Vega may have an opportunity to put up some points on this defense, but because I would have played it a little closer to the vest here.
And Bryson Rowland gets another handoff here on 2nd down, picks up enough to move the chains for the La Vega Pirates. Bryson Rowland looked like he's starting to catch some stride now.
Yeah, like I said, I can honestly say I was surprised by that trick play by Coach Surratt.
Yeah.
That's great field position right there that they got the ball in. Seemed like they could have settled into their offense and moved the ball, but La Vega got the turnover, and they're moving the ball here against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, La Vega's got to take advantage of these moments whenever they're able to get these turnovers. Now they've gotten 2 turnovers and a punt. Can they take advantage on 1st down? It's going to be a sack. Courtney Parr gets sacked, hit in the backfield once again. This time it looks like Beck was able to get to him. The middle linebacker gets back there in the backfield, hits Parr for another sack.
Yeah, Beck was able to beat Marcus Jackson on the play. Looks like they're not going to sit back and just let Courtney just pick him apart. They're going to heat him up. That was a loss of, looks like, 12 yards. So that sets them up for 2nd and 24. But I hate to see plays like that because they were running the ball so effectively. If you stick it in Bryson Rowland's belly right there, why take a shot there? But, again, what do I know?
2nd down and 21. They hand this one to Bryson Rowland. This time Rowland able to escape from the line of scrimmage, but he's going to be hit in the backfield. And some big hits there on Bryson Rowland. That's a few times they've done some big hits like that on Rowland so far here today, as he's going to pick up no gain that time on 2nd down.
Hey, Bryson is not going down easy, my friend.
No, he's not.
He's making. Hey, they have to get their hands on him. They have to wrap him up. He's not going down. when the big guys are trying to tackle him, he's got going down, and the little guys are having just such a hard time. But here's another 3rd and long here.
They get a screen to the outside on 3rd down and long. He's going to be brought down after a very short gain that time. That is going to bring out the punting unit once again for La Vega, as that screen only picked up about a yard. Punt coming up for La Vega as they got the screen out to Jamarcus Daniel that time, the sophomore. He's hit early. Punt unit for La Vega.
Yeah, La Vega's had the ball in the shadow of their own goalpost pretty much the entire game. They hadn't been able to get the ball across the 50-yard line except for the time that, they were able to stop Carthage. So it looks like this is the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter here, folks. Still 0-0. Your La Vega Pirates taking on Carthage Bulldogs in the state championship game here at AT&T Stadium. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back for the start of the second quarter. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football on Centex Magic 94.5.
F&B Your Bank for Life, now open in East Waco.
There has not been a bank or financial institution in East Waco in over 100 years. People of the East Waco community have had to go outside of their community for something as simple as banking needs.
So now they have that bank that's just in their neighborhood and give the financial opportunities so that their dreams can come true too.
Come see us off Elm Avenue. TF&B, Your Bank for Life.
The overall theme of the mural is the Tree of Life, showing heritage through African American culture here in East Waco. It goes
free consultation.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
And welcome back to AT&T Stadium for the state championship game between the Vega Pirates and the Carthage Bulldogs, brought to you by TF&B Bank, your bank for life. Here at the start of the second quarter, still 0-0. La Vega getting ready to come out with a punt and give Carthage the ball right back.
Oh, yeah, La Vega's defense had a good quarter. I think this is the first time we've done a game and the game was scoreless in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Usually these games, the Vega games, they hadn't had any trouble putting up points.
Two of the best defenses in 4A Division II, and that's exactly why they're in this game right here playing at AT&T Stadium. Both defenses really making their way. Both offenses really kind of struggling right now. Like you said, a kind of puzzling play on Carthage's last possession to try to throw a trick play with the receiver coming out of the backfield on a reverse. Ended up in an interception. But outside of that, La Vega's defense has been able to get stops. Warren Richardson Jr.
They
been
didn't
able to get in the backfield.
Any help by that punt. They were already in their own territory. And,
yeah.
And then Mr. Almanza kicked it about, looks like they've been about 29 yards or so. And that gives Carthage the ball right at their own, at the La Vega, like
46.
46-yard line.
So on the 46-yard line, Carthage is going to come back out. They're going to run this ball right up the middle, and he's going to be hit right away. Looks like big Ethan Thompson at D tackle was able to get a hit in on him early. Picked up about 1 yard on first down. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Looks like they went to their backup running back here already. I think they used two backs. They have two backs with over 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
And so number 22 hit it hard up in there.
Benny Smith.
Huh?
Benny Smith.
Benny Smith. And Ethan Thompson was there to meet him.
2nd down and 9. Drop back pass. They'll let this go on the sideline And a catch that time over the top of Antoine Good, as that one is caught by one of the big tight ends on the outside. Picked up enough for the first down, about a 20-yard gain on 2nd and 9. Big-time play for the Bulldogs as they got that one to Carson Crawford on the outside, one of the big tight ends.
Yeah, it looked like, Good was there. He just didn't get his head around.
Yeah.
On that play, I think if you get your head around, you have a better chance of batting the ball down or whatever. But Carthage is driving the ball here down on their 21-yard line.
Carthage on the 21-yard line, 2 wide receivers set, 2 tight ends. They got 1 man in the backfield. They hand this one off. And Edwards gets to the outside. Edwards makes a man miss. Edwards going to get into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game for either team right at the start of the second quarter. They give this one to KJ Edwards, and he delivers touchdown for the Carthage Bulldogs.
Yeah, he made that look easy. Just straight give off tackle, and he was able to get in there, get in the end zone. That was the easiest run La Vega had all day, but it looked like that run they ran first where he was pulled down from behind, but this time looked like he was able to get outside pretty much unscathed, and he was able to walk in the end zone. One thing I did notice on that play, those wide receivers were blocking way down the field there, Jay.
Yeah. They put some big guys on the outside. We just saw the play before that when they got the ball to Carson. They'll line their tight ends up on the outside sometimes and get some blocking down the field. And Carthage comes out, gets the first strike of the game as they hit the extra point attempt. 7-0 lead for the Carthage Bulldogs with 11 minutes left to go here in this first half. Looks like we're going to go into a break, folks. When we come back, it'll be La Vega football as they'll get ready for a kickoff. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football here on Centex Magic 94.5. We'll be right back.
Go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
As they line up for this kickoff, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Hat Stand, along with Pickens Bales Bond and TFNB. Never forget Prosperity Tax Service.
Lighthouse Streaming and audio as well, and also NSJ Event Co. as well. Thank you guys. I want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. A lot of community support for this game, and we see a lot of people from the community at this game as La Vega side looks pretty full, Carthage side looks pretty full. Everybody here early on this Friday afternoon ready to see some good football. Right now it looks like that's what we're getting. Carthage kicking this one off. They boot this one down the field. It's going to be caught, and he'll come out of his own end zone and still moving, runs into one of his own guys. He'll be brought down. Looks like that was good. Just a little bit short of the 20-yard line. The Vega will start at about the 18-yard line.
I just want to say we see the people on Facebook that are listening to us. If you have any questions or comments, we'll try to get to them as we can. Got lots of comments here so far. So, but the score, for those of you all who want the score is 7-0 Carthage. It was a scoreless first quarter, and Carthage was able to get the ball in after a very short Vega punt. I think they got the ball in 2 plays, didn't they?
Yeah, they got the ball down the field real quickly and was able to score. 10:54 left to go in the second quarter. 7-0 lead for Carthage. Vega has the football. They hand this one off to Roland. Looks like they were ready for it. Hit him right away and brought him down. Looks like that time that was Jones on the carry as they handed that one off up the middle. Brought down quickly. Brings up a second down and looks like a loss of a yard. So 2nd and 11 now.
Yeah, it looked like they gave the ball to Elbert the Hammer Jones. Looks like they had a solid front. Looks like that was one of the first times I saw them run a man-to-man defense right here, Jabari Thornton one-on-one. Let's see if they make an adjustment here and try to get at Jabari in this situation.
It's 2 wide receivers set. They drop back. Parr tries to get outside. He's hit from behind once again. And this time it is Carson once again making plays on both sides of the ball, offense and defense, as Carson Crawford able to hit Courtney Parr, sacked him for the third time today.
Jabari was open on that play. How did Courtney Parr hold on to that football?
And, yeah, I have no idea. He was getting ready to throw it. I thought it was for sure a fumble. Somehow held on to the football.
That's a strong kid, man. That is an extremely strong kid to hold on to that football, being sacked from behind.
Hit right on the arm.
Yeah,
that time.
And under any other circumstance, that ball comes out. But Courtney Parr was able to hold on. He had some strong hands.
3rd and 19, 3rd and long. They're going to swing this one out to the running back, Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland tries to get upfield, but he's going to be brought down after a very short gain, minimal gain. Going to bring out the punting unit once again for Vega.
You know, they're having a tough time moving the football, and I think it's almost like they're just out of rhythm and out of sorts. They haven't been stopped really running the football. They've been stopped by sacks and penalties.
Yeah,
like
that's
by negative plays. I wonder if they're going to go back on the sideline and just say, hey, let's just keep it simple and just try to run the ball and see can we, attack them running the football as they Esquerdo Almanza punts away here.
And this one is going to be down at about the 45-yard line. So Carthage is going to have good field position once again. And their last score was provided by good field position. They come out again. They're going to have good field position once again. Let's see if this Vega defense can come up with a stop, because right now Vega's offense getting hit in the backfield a lot.
Yeah, and they're trying to pass the ball on first down. They're not, they aren't passing in much situations. Like I say, the first a few series ago, they got 2 running plays in excess of 5 yards, and then on first down, they drop back the pass, get sacked, take a 10-yard loss. In these situations, I know you want to continue to try to get Jabari in the game. You want to continue to attack. But I think when you're in negative territory, you want to be able to establish something you can do on offense.
Yeah.
And with them struggling to pass the ball, not struggling to throw the ball, but just get the protection right so that Courtney Parr can have enough time to get the ball down the field. You got to get that worked out. But one thing you can do when you're taking a lot of pressure is that if you can move the ball, running the ball, you can then get into your play action game, your zone read game, and maybe you can pass off of that run action and also dictate coverage, because you see in that situation, it was 2nd and long, and they sent a blitz there and caught Vega in a bad situation. They didn't have protection over there on the left-hand side, and number 12 from Carthage, Carson Crawford ran unblocked in and sacked Courtney Parr. Almost was a disastrous play.
Yeah, could have been.
If he gets sacked, if he fumbles, as he's sacked inside his 5-yard line. But Courtney Parr held on to it, and again, the La Vega defense will have to bow their necks in order to stop that Carthage offense. That Carthage offense has been lights out all season.
Yeah.
La Vega's been doing, honestly, a really good job containing them, considering they've had awesome field position the entire game.
Great field position.
Great entire game. So let's see what happens here as Carthage comes out to possess the ball for the first time in the second quarter.
I want to thank everybody for listening and watching with us here today. I see comments on the Facebook and YouTube. We are not able to show the game. That is why we're showing ourselves here. This is the radio broadcast. Don't have the rights to show the game, but we wanted you guys to be able to listen to this. First down, they'll hand this one off back to KJ Edwards. Edwards going to be brought down at about the 40-yard line after about a 3 or 4 yard gain on first down. And Rocky, like you were saying, they're getting La Vega behind the sticks, and that's really what's causing a lot of the disruption for La Vega's offense so far with Parr. They're getting to him early. They're hitting Bryson Rowland on first down. Vega's got to find a niche somewhere in there, good balance between that pass and that run to be able to get some success on the offense, in my opinion. As Carthage comes out here on second down and 6, ball on the 40-yard line. 8 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. In this first half,
Man to man.
Carthage got a man in motion. They're going to drop back, swings this one on the out to the running back, and he's going to be hit right away. Great job by the defense getting back there. That was Marquay Willis able to get into the backfield, hits him, drops him back, makes him lose some yards, and sets up now a kind of 3rd and long. It's a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, La Vega lined up in a clear man-to-man defense that time, and Marquay Willis beat the guy that was trying to block him, and he was able to get back there and tackle the guy who they were trying to run a little swing route out there. This will be 3rd and long. See what they come up with here. See if the La Vega Pirates can come up with a stop here.
3rd down and long, 3rd and 9. La Vega looking to get a stop. Ball on the 44-yard line. Looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Carthage as they get a timeout here. So we'll go to a short break, folks. 7-0 is the score. Carthage with the lead. 3rd down and 9. 7 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here. We'll be right back after this short break.
My name is Devin Lee. I'm a community builder, a small business owner, and a former teacher. Boba tea is from Asia, Taiwan specifically. It's a drink with these tapioca balls at the bottom. It's a drink that's very popular in Asia, all over the streets. Our drinks are very customizable. There's a flavor for everyone. What makes us unique is that we use premium loose leaf tea. So most bubble tea shops use artificial fruit powder and such. So we believe in your real tea, real milk, real ingredients, and we even use organic sugar. Some of our favorite items, of course, are handcrafted dumplings and also our matcha. So we're very proud of sourcing them directly from Asia. And the TFNB team has always been very helpful, and they've always been treated us like family. And I'm Devin Lee, and TFNB is my bank for life.
Back to the action here. 7 minutes left to go in this first half. Carthage has the ball, 3rd down and 9. They're on La Vega's 44-yard line. La Vega's looking to get a stop right here. This could be big for La Vega as they've been looking for, or they need a break right now in this first half.
Yeah, they definitely need a stop right here so the game doesn't get too far away from them.
3rd down, he's going to line up under center. Drops back, hands this one off. On the delayed handoff, gets it to KJ Edwards. Edwards brought down after a short game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Carthage kept their offense on the field right here.
Yeah, here's a situation where I think Carthage is probably going to keep their offense on, and they're going to do the pooch kicking in. I think if you go for it here and you don't get it, you put La Vega back in the game. And the last thing you want to do in this situation is give La Vega an opportunity to get back in the game without working for it. So let's see what happens here. And again, looks like they're going to line up for a play, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pooch kicks it here.
4th down and 6. They're going to line up 4 wide receivers.
Looks like
set.
they're running the play.
They run a man in motion. He drops back to pass. Lets this one go across the middle of the field. Incomplete pass. Great defense. Caden Rowland gets in on the action, breaks up the pass. Turnover on downs. La Vega gets the ball back. Decent field position.
They ran a play that they ran on the previous 3rd down play in the first quarter. Caden Rowland recognized the guy crossing his face and went with him this time. and he was able to. It was no chance he was getting that through. Again, I admire the aggressiveness of Coach Surratt and his staff. They're not going to leave any bullets in the gun. They're in control of this game, 7-0. They have it on their own 40, and rather than punt La Vega deep in their own territory, they decide, hey, we're going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, they do once again, like you said, great job by Caden Rowland to see that. On 1st down, they hand this one off to Bryson Rowland, and Rowland hit hard, but he's going to have enough for a 1st down, showing off his shiftiness that time and elusiveness, able to get away from a few defenders, picks up enough for the 1st down.
I believe that La Vega can establish the run. If they just establish the run, they will be able to get into the things they want to get into in the passing game. They wanted to come out here passing the ball. Looks like Carthage was prepared for that. See what they have here on 2nd down. 1st down, I'm sorry.
1st down and 10. They drop back and pass. Courtney Parr under pressure once again. Courtney Parr trying to get away. Let's see, can he get the ball away? Able to get this one down the field and finds a man. What a play that time by Courtney Parr as he finds James the Great on the sideline.
But I see the back judge with his hat off. Do you think James the Great may have stepped out of bounds?
He might have stepped out of bounds, and we'll see what he says here. La Vega trying to move the ball down
forward, so let's see what they have here.
Looks like they're going to let him line up for a play. What a play made.
Well, no, I don't know why he threw his hat, because James the Great did not step out of bounds at all, and they hurried it up.
They hurry it up. They give it to Bryson Rowland, picks up about 4 or 5 yards. What a play that time by Courtney Parr to get that ball on a rope up the sideline to James the Great.
Again, they had him corralled in the backfield. Courtney Parr shook loose for what looked like an almost certain sack, spun around to his left-hand side, and against his own momentum, was able to throw a strike down to James the Great on the sideline.
2nd down and 3 after the run by Rowland. Rowland,
that's a walk-in.
Gonna have a
my goodness,
just short of the touchdown. Stopped on the 1-yard line that time is Bryson Rowland as he almost got into the end zone. But a great play by La Vega. It's going to be 1st down and goal, ball on the 1-yard line.
It's funny on that play. Looked like he had a walk-in touchdown there, but Jabari Thornton, for whatever reason, was just stalking the guy rather than going ahead and throwing the block. And he was able to just dive in desperately and was able to get Bryson Rowland down. This is what I didn't think Carthage wanted to happen.
And this is exactly what looks like it's going to happen as Courtney Parr tries to keep it.
Oh, no.
QB keeper tries to stick the ball out, but great job of pulling it back in, because that could have been disastrous, as you said earlier, Rocky.
It looked kind of funny. It looked like he wanted to, but his better judgment took over, and he decided to just tuck it in as they attempt that quarterback sneak there.
Yeah, they didn't get it. 2nd down and 1, ball on the 1-yard line. 2nd down and goal, ball on the 1-yard line. Yeah, I would say let's try it again. You get 4 cracks at it. It's obviously 4-down territory. 2nd down, ball on the 1-yard line.
Vega this time,
looking to punch this one in. And they hand it off to Parr. Parr going to fall into the end zone. Has enough for a La Vega touchdown. Touchdown, La Vega Pirates, after a miraculous play by Courtney Parr. Gets it down the sideline to James the Great. Scores this one, 60-yard drive that time by La Vega. They get a chance to even this ball game up.
And this is what I was talking about. Carthage was in control of this game. They took a high-risk play there on their own in La Vega territory. They don't get it, and that gives La Vega momentum. You have a game that you were in control of and had the opportunity to pin them deep in their own territory. But now, what do you have? La Vega's got this game within 1 point as they attempt a extra point. As for La Vega, this is almost like you're leading the game, considering how the game has went so far. You're just fortunate. You're ecstatic about the game being tied now, considering how the game has gone.
La Vega has found things on defense that have worked and have been able to stop this Carthage offense. Now, on this drive, they found something on offense and giving the ball to Bryson Rowland, letting him run that football that they can establish on this offensive end. Now we have ourselves a game. It's 7-7 with 4 minutes left to go in the first half. La Vega just tied it up. We'll be right back after this short break. When we come back, La Vega will kick it off to Carthage. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football here on Centex Magic 94.5.
My name is Lindsay Castillo, and I'm co-owner of the Castillo Concepts here at Union Grove, which is Sam's Bar, Village Pizzeria, and Wakefield Tacos. Union Grove is a concept that houses, I believe right now we're at like 17 different concepts, but gives a family a chance to come in and have a cocktail and have your child get pizza and you get tacos. There's so many options here that make it a very family-friendly environment. I'm Lindsay Castillo with Castillo Concepts, and TFNB is my bank for life.
Get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive, right there next to the Goodwill.
Okay. Hello?
Hey, what
Hello and welcome back to the action here. 4:05 left to go in the first half as the La Vega Pirates just went 60 yards down the field, tied this game up in the state championship game, brought to you by TFNB Bank, your bank for life. La Vega getting ready to kick this one back off to Carthage. Rocky, they found some things that worked on offense on that last drive.
Absolutely. And again, I think they found Bryson Rowland can run the ball, but what I really think they found was Courtney Parr making a sensational play to get the ball down to James the Great.
This one is going to be received at about the 7-yard line. He's going to be hit and brought down just short of the 25-yard line at about the 24-yard line, setting up Carthage offense to come back out. The Vega's been able to get some stops. They've got turnovers. They've gotten multiple turnovers on downs. Like you said, Coach Stewart has been very aggressive so far in this first half.
Yeah, Coach Stewart has been very aggressive. I think what he's trying to do is get this game, get in control of this game early. And he's taking risk in order to do that. Those risks, I think, is kind of backfired at this point to where he's taking those risks, and he hadn't been able to cash in on them. And now he's in a 7-7 game, which it looks like it's going to be a dogfight the entire game. This is not going to be Coach Sherrod is not going to be able to get his 10th state championship easy. They're going to have to win it. La Vega has no intention of giving it to him.
No intention of giving it to him. Looks like it was a holding call on the receiving team that time, so that backs them up, and they're going to be at.
This is the first time they've had bad field position.
The first time all game they've had bad field position. They're going to be at their own 14-yard line. They try to roll this one out. A dangerous play that time.
What is that?
As they tried to do a play-action screen is what it looked like. Try to hit the running back and just had to throw that ball into the dirt.
You know, it looks like La Vega is prepared for everything. As soon as the running back slipped out, the accountant, Warren Richardson III, slipped out with him. And if the Surratt had tried to pass the ball, right, it probably would have been intercepted by Warren Richardson. So he just threw it in the dirt and sets up a 2nd and long.
2nd down and 10. Ball still on the 14-yard line. They're going to come out 3 wide receiver set. They hand this one off to Edwards on the toss. Edwards breaks out, and Edwards on the run. Edwards got a chance to take this one all the way. Looked like he was going to be down. Edwards all the way, the 15. Touchdown for Carthage. And huge play that time by K.J. Edwards, as it looks like he was going to be brought down, was able to break out of the scrum, gets all the way down the field for what's going to be an 80-plus yard touchdown. Huge play that time by Carthage.
K.J. Edwards got him out of a bad situation there because it was going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah.
But he was able to spin, get away from the defender, and once he cleared the line of scrimmage, it was Katie Bartador. You weren't able to pick up anything. They hadn't been able to pick up anything in the middle. But that way he was able to get a small crease and then kind of struggle his way through. And then once he got beyond the line of scrimmage, it was
all she wrote from there. Yeah. He got past that line of scrimmage. Looks like he was going to be brought down, but just fought his way through. La Vega wasn't able to get him to the ground. After that, he was on the first thing smoking out of there and scored a touchdown. 85-yard touchdown run for K.J. Edwards as Carthage strikes back, as you saw there on the replay.
That's interesting what they run there. As I watched the replay, they actually ran a pitch cutback. They pitched it like they were going to run outside, but he cut it back up the middle. It wasn't much of an alley there, but he was able to get through it and then spin out of a tackle and able to
It looks like some of the Vega players might have actually ran into each other while they were trying to make that tackle because, I mean, he had three guys on him, got away from that, was able to score 85-yard touchdown run for KJ Edwards as Carthage comes back and strikes right away. Kind of steals the momentum back from La Vega. La Vega had the momentum going in to this last 4 minutes now, 3:40 left to go in this first half. La Vega's going to get a chance to get the ball back and a chance to potentially tie this game up or at least get something going down the field.
As La Vega gets the ball back with 3:40 left, you definitely want to get a score of some sort before halftime. But what you don't want to end up being is down by 14. So you want to be, I think best case scenario, they get a touchdown. But even if they run the rest of this time out and don't get a touchdown, I think they'll accept that as being a win in this situation.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the La Vega offense will want to go down there and score. But you don't want to give Carthage the ball back here with time on the clock where they can come back and score a touchdown.
Yeah, the last thing you want to do is give them the ball back and they have a chance to score any points. If you go down in this one, 7 going into the locker room, it's not a bad thing. But La Vega is definitely going to come out here and try to make something happen. As they return this kick, they'll be brought out just past the 25-yard line. La Vega's going to come out and try to make a play.
Yeah, La Vega's had some success running the ball, but each time they drop back to pass, man, Courtney Parr has been under a lot of pressure.
A lot.
The one big play they had in the passing game, he was able to spin out and make a miraculous pass down to Edwards. They've yet to really get the ball to Jabari Thornton.
Yeah.
So maybe in this situation, they'll maybe be able to get the ball to Jabari Thornton and kind of get him started. So, because he hadn't quite got in the game yet, if you ask me.
Yeah.
But they have him double covered.
Yeah,
so you run the ball right here. There's no doubt. You run the ball here.
So first down and 10. Ball on about the 27-yard line. They were getting ready to hand this one off, and looks like they're going to be a penalty against La Vega. False start, and that could potentially hurt this drive. 3:33 left to go in this first half. La Vega going to be backed up 5 yards now. False start. It's going to back them up 5. And those are some of the penalties you definitely don't want to see when you're trying to come out and make a strike here right before the end of the half.
Now, on that play, they lined up like they were going to double coverage, but actually they had a blitz because you had the guy who was doubling Jabari out here. He came in for a blitz, and you also had number 12. Let's see what they come with this time. Looks like they're going to stay in zone this time. I suspect La Vega will run the football here.
And they're going to drop back.
And
Courtney
I'm wrong
Park drops
again.
back. Under pressure. Lets this ball go. Almost intercepted as he was just dropped short. Hit once again on another throw by Courtney Parr. And right now, this La Vega blocking has no answer for Carthage's rush.
Yeah, I think they keep trying to pass the ball in these situations on first down. And I think Coach Surratt and his staff has their number on this. I think the play is running the football on first down because they have these blitz dialed up out of what looks like passing situations, passing coverages. So let's see what happens here.
So they drop back once again. They get pressure once again. They let the ball go. This one almost caught, and then it's kind of a late hit that the La Vega side was wanting, but they don't get it. Courtney Parr gets up slow that time. No flag on either side. Incomplete pass for La Vega.
Looks like James the Great may have had a chance to pull that in. Let's get a look at it here on the replay. Yeah, he had a chance to pull it in. He just came off of his hands. And now they're in a situation where if they don't convert here, Carthage is going to get the ball back with plenty of time. They've literally ran what looks like to be about 6 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, they barely run any time off of the clock. 3:14 left to go here in the first half. 3rd and 15 for La Vega as they're backed up against their own end zone. Courtney Parr looking for somebody. Gets it to his outlet to the outside and going to be brought down after only a 1-yard gain. But it looks like it's going to be a face mask that can end up really helping out this La Vega team. As a personal foul going to go against Carthage. Looks like they did a face mask on Rowland. Only going to have a 1-yard gain there, but this face mask could turn all of that around. So personal foul, face mask goes against Tylen Williams of Carthage, as that is going to give La Vega a first down. Huge play that time, and La Vega looks like they're going to get a break.
Yeah, La Vega's not, that kind of bails La Vega out.
Yeah.
La Vega's not giving up on the passing game. That's for sure. They're not
No, they're not.
I believe they see some plays in the passing game, but I still say they have to, in my opinion, make some strides in the running game before they truly can exploit the passing game.
So first down and 10 now after the face mask. La Vega going to have the ball at about the 35-yard line. They hand this one off, and he's going to be brought down right away. 2 minutes and 40 seconds and ticking left to go. Some of those big boys on the front for Carthage get to Bryson rolling right away.
You got to get 72 blocked on that play. If you get him blocked up, you got something going there.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens. Look like they're not able to up front. They're having trouble picking up protection. And then on that particular play, they were able to, number 72 from Carthage was able to get by and get in the backfield and cause some havoc. Let's see on here on 2nd and 11 what happens.
2nd down and 11 after a 1-yard loss. They're going to drop back to pass. Courtney Parr rolling. Throws this one downfield, see if he has anything. Tries to hit the grate. This one is intercepted by Carthage. Carthage returning this one. And Carthage going to be brought down at the 35-yard line after an interception by Jaden Lewis. Gets this one as Courtney Parr tried to force that one downfield to the grate. Carthage comes up with a big-time pick, turnover for La Vega.
Yeah, that's just a tough situation. Carthage is prepared to defend the passing game. I know, again, it looks like there are a lot of big plays out there in the passing game, but Carthage is mixing up coverages, and they've come in this game with the notion of they're not going to beat us throwing the football.
Yeah.
I think coming out in the second half, La Vega's going to have to make a commitment to the run in order to consistently move the football, because between the coverages that they're running and also the pressures that they're giving Parr, it's just making it tough to move the football. And even that ball was intercepted, but guess what? On the front side, he's wide open. That's the backside safety that comes over and makes that play.
Yeah.
And Courtney may have not have seen the backside safety on that play.
So Carthage going to have the ball after that turnover. They've got 1 minute and 55 seconds left to go in this half, and they're going to try to get down the field and score. They drop back to pass. They throw the ball downfield, and that one tipped. Looks like by Marquay Willis was able to come over and get a hand on that one, tipped it away, and what could have been a big play for Carthage. Good play made by Willis.
Looks like they had a seam route called by the running back, and they had him there for a minute, but with that safety back there, you got to hit him quick if you're going to get that. And they waited till he got down the field, and that gave Marquay Willis a chance to bat the ball down there. And that sets up 2nd and long. Man, both of these offenses are taking shots, man.
They're taking shots. They are taking shots.
They are taking shots. This is a very aggressive game plans by both coaches. And it's surprising to me that we've only had 21 points put up, considering all the chances that both offenses have taken. Carthage has went forward on first down as there's a give to KJ Edwards there, and he picks up about 5 on the play. That sets up 3rd and 5, but they're very aggressive here. Now, again, Carthage is doing things, they're bootlegging, they're doing some screen action and stuff like that, kind of keep La Vega off balance in their passing game.
3rd down and 4, 1 minute 15 and ticking left to go in this first half. They're on the 40-yard line. They roll out on the play action. He's got pressure. Lets this one go down the field, just gets it out of bounds. 4th down coming up.
Now, this will tell me whether Carthage is really committed. It's with 1 minute and 6 seconds to go. They have the ball 4th down in their own territory. I'm pretty sure they're going to punt here.
Hey,
but
if they go for this one, man, Coach Surratt is playing.
He's on the roulette table, baby.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think. He's at the roulette table if they go for this one. 4th down and 4, 1:06 left to go in the game. They're on their own 40-yard line. See if we'll see the pooch kick here. They'll drop back and they'll pass it. They got a man downfield, and they catch this one on 4th and 4 with 1 minute left to go in their own territory. They get a complete pass to Junior Henderson, They go for it once again. I guess we got our answer right there from Coach Surratt. He is committed. He is trying to go and win this football game by any means necessary.
He's at the roulette table, baby.
They hand this one off quickly as they're going to be brought down at the 30-yard line in La Vega territory. Now, not sure what their field goal kicking is like, but they're in around field goal range with 45 seconds left to go in this first half and ticking.
That's a great play by number 33 for La Vega. Jeremiah Jones.
First down and 10. They're going to take another shot to the same receiver. Couldn't connect with him that time, and that was Junior Henderson. They've been trying to go at him all game long. He's made some big catches. He's also has been covered a lot by Amir Gibson. Right there, good coverage by Amir. Gave him outside leverage, but quarterback wasn't able to get to him in time.
Yeah, it looks like Amir has him one-on-one. They may be running zone everywhere else, but Amir has him one-on-one, mano-y-mano. Let's see what they have here. This is what third and about 7?
3rd and 7, ball on the 30-yard line. And surprised they haven't used any of their timeout, or they've only used one timeout so far. They've got 2 of them left. 29 seconds, 3rd and 7. They hit him on a slant. That one incomplete, too high that time for Henderson. They're going to him every single play at this point. Brings up 4th down. And at this point, do you attempt a field goal, or do you just say, we just went for it on 4th down?
Man, this is a 50-yard field goal. I doubt in high school they got a guy that can do that. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and 7. And again, this doesn't surprise me. Coach Surratt has been and they're playing, La Vega's playing coverage underneath everything, and they're able to bat the ball away as they try to get the ball to number 10.
Good job that time by the La Vega defense. They played everything underneath. They tried to force the ball inside. Great defense.
Preston there.
Great defense that time by Antoine Good as they're able to come out with a stop. So La Vega avoids giving up a touchdown at the end of this game, at the end of this first half, which is going to help them because La Vega gets the ball back at the start of half.
Yeah, it looks like La Vega's defense, even though it was 3rd and 7, they were sitting on all the routes. They were covering everything underneath, and they've done La Vega's defense, to be honest with you, they've been put in some pretty tough situations, and to only give up 14 points this half on what was really a broken play, a run that probably should have been stopped for about 3-yard gain, that ends up going for a touchdown as they kneel out the half.
Yeah, they're going to kneel this one and just say, hey, let's head into the locker room. We're down by 7. We get the ball back coming out of the locker room. Let's go in here, get a game plan going, come back out and try to strike in this second half in what's been an extremely competitive game here in the state championship game live from AT&T Stadium. At halftime, the score 14-7. Carthage Bulldogs have a lead. La Vega trying to fight back in this one. They're going to get the ball coming out of halftime. 14-7 lead, folks. I want to thank everybody that's been listening and watching with us so far here on Centex Magic 94.5. Whether you're listening on there or you're listening on Facebook or on YouTube as well. We've had a lot of people tuning in with us today. I want to thank you guys. We're going to go into our halftime break. 14-7 is the lead for the Carthage Bulldogs over the La Vega Pirates. Once again, you're listening to La Vega Pirate Football here on Centex Magic, brought to you by TFNB Bank, your bank for life. We're going to go into our halftime break, folks. We'll be right back after this break.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity.
A puzzle of all the places I was looking for and going during my day while I was living in Italy. You can make a last-minute decision on where to go and have like a quick bite. You can come over here, have a charcuterie board or a sandwich to share or a couple of focaccia with a nice glass of wine or a beer. My name is Massimo Di Campli and TFNB is my bank for life.
We must continue to build our communities.
It's our goal to help build businesses in this community, to build partnerships that will allow individuals to get access to capital and the support they deserve.
I have a vision for East Waco.
I want to bring an experience and more opportunity to this side of town.
Each one, teach one. We must come together to build our community and trust in the master plan.
We are TFNB, your bank for life.
My name is Devin Lee. I'm a community builder, a small business owner, and a former teacher. Boba tea is from Asia, Taiwan specifically. It's a drink with these tapioca balls at the bottom. It's a drink that's very popular in Asia, all over the streets. Our drinks are very customizable. There's a flavor for everyone. What makes us unique is that we use premium loose leaf tea. So most bubble tea shops use artificial fruit powder and such. So we believe in your real tea, real milk, real ingredients, and we even use organic sugar. Some of our favorite items, of course, are handcrafted dumplings and also our matcha. So we're very proud of sourcing them directly from Asia. And the TFNB team has always been very helpful, and they've always been treated us like family. And I'm Devin Lee, and TFNB is my bank for life.
The overall theme of the mural is the Tree of Life, showing heritage through African American culture here in East Waco. It goes through a flow of days of the week, and it's supposed to all tie together just to show this full spectrum of life. TFNB is doing a great job looking into the community and saying we want to engage, we want to work with the younger generation too and trust the different cultures around Waco and pull this through.
TFNB, your bank for life. Now open in East Waco.
There has not been a bank or financial institution in East Waco in over 100 years. People of the East Waco community have had to go outside of their community for something as simple as banking needs.
So now they have that bank that's just in their neighborhood and give the financial opportunities so that their dreams can come true too.
Come see us off Elm Avenue. TFNB, your bank for life.
My name is Lindsay Castillo, and I'm co-owner of the Castillo Concepts here at Union Grove, which is Sam's Bar, Village Pizzeria, and Way Cool Tacos. Union Grove is a concept that houses, I believe right now we're at like 17 different concepts. It gives a family a chance to come in and have a cocktail and have your child get pizza and you get tacos. There's so many options here that make it a very family-friendly environment. I'm Lindsay Castillo with Castillo Concepts, and TFNB is my bank for life.
The story behind La Bottega, it's basically the story of my childhood, a puzzle of all the places I was looking for and going during my day while I was living in Italy. You can make a last-minute decision on where to go and have like a quick bite. You can come over here, have a charcuterie board or a sandwich to share or a couple of focaccia with a nice glass of wine or a beer. My name is Massimo Di Campli, and TFNB is my bank for life.
We must continue to build our communities.
It's our goal to help build businesses in this community, to build partnerships that will allow individuals to get access to capital and the support they deserve.
I have a vision for East Waco. I want to bring an experience and more opportunity to this side of town.
Each one, teach one. We must come together to build our community and trust in the master plan.
We are TFNB, your bank for life.
My name is Devin Lee. I'm a community builder, a small business owner, and a former teacher. Boba tea is from Asia, Taiwan specifically. It's a drink with these tapioca balls at the bottom. It's a drink that's very popular in Asia. Community builder, a small business owner. Our drinks are very customizable. Boba tea is from Asia, a flavor for everyone specifically. What makes us unique is that we use premium loose leaf tea. So most boba tea shops use artificial fruit powder and such. So we believe in your real tea, real milk, real ingredients, and we even use organic sugar. Some of our favorite items, of course, are handcrafted dumplings and also our matcha. So we're very proud of sourcing them directly from Asia. And the TFNB team has always been very helpful, and they've always been treated us like family. And I'm Devin Lee, and TFNB is my bank for life.
The Overall theme of the mural is the Tree of Life, showing heritage through African American culture here in East Waco. It goes through a flow of days of the week, and it's supposed to all tie together just to show this full spectrum of life. TFNB is doing a great job looking into the community and saying we want to engage, we want to work with the younger generation too and trust the different cultures around Waco and pull this through.
TFNB, your bank for life. Now open in East Waco.
There has not been a bank or financial institution in East Waco in over 100 years. People of the East Waco community have had to go outside of their community for something as simple as banking needs.
So now they have that bank that's just in their neighborhood and give the financial opportunities so that their dreams can come true too.
Come see us off Elm Avenue. TFNB, your bank for life.
My name is Lindsay Castillo, and I'm co-owner of the Castillo Concepts here at Union Grove, which is Sam's Bar, Village Pizzeria, and Wakefield Tacos. Union Grove is a concept that houses, I believe right now we're at like 17 different concepts. It gives a family a chance to come in and have a cocktail and have your child get pizza and you get tacos. There's so many options here that make it a very family-friendly environment. I'm Lindsay Castillo with Castillo Concepts, and TFNB is my bank for life.
The story behind La Bottega, it's basically the story of my childhood, a puzzle of all the places I was looking for and going during my day while I was living in Italy. You can make a last-minute decision on where to go and have like a quick bite. You can come over here, have a charcuterie board or a sandwich to share or a couple of focaccia with a nice glass of wine or a beer. My name is Massimo Di Campli, and TFNB is my bank for life.
We must continue to build our communities.
It's our goal to help build businesses in this community, to build partnerships that will allow individuals to get access to capital and the support they deserve.
I have a vision for East Waco. I want to bring an experience and more opportunity to this side of town.
Each one, teach one. We must come together to build our community and trust in the master plan.
We are TFNB, your bank for life.
Centex Sports Network. That's right, sports fans. We can talk about sports. And Infinity Sports. What is that? It's time to get in the game. Do you know what time it is? Tune in to Primetime Sports Talk with Jalen Gillis. Your go-to source for breaking sports news in Central Texas and exclusive Dallas Cowboys coverage. Start it up, let's go. Catch us Monday through Thursday from 5 to 7 p.m. on the Centex Sports Network and Infinity Sports.
Hello, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Centex Prime Time. I am your host, Jalen Gillis, getting ready to take you through the prime time topics in sports, not just in the Central Texas area, but from all around the nation. I want to thank everybody for listening in and watching with us today, whether you're watching with us on YouTube, Centex Sports Network / Centex Sports TV on YouTube. Also, if we have new listeners in today listening with us on 94.5 Magic here in Waco, Texas. I want to thank you all for joining in with us today, and it's a little bit of a switch up from what you're used to hearing at your 5 o'clock hour with your usual radio programming. We're starting something new here on 94.5 Magic, and we're going to start putting this show, Centex Primetime, that's been on 94.5 HD, Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas, and on YouTube as well for a few months now, but switching it up a little bit, and we're going to join on to 94.5 Magic. So I want to thank all of you for listening in with me today, and as we move further throughout this week and weeks to come. Here on Centex Primetime, we like to talk about the primetime topics in sports, whether that's in the Central Texas area, the greater Waco area, or whether that is sports all around the nation, NFL, NBA, MLB. We talk about a little bit of everything up here on the show. So, like I said, I want to thank you guys for listening in. If you want to listen on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas, you can download the app on your mobile device, Centex Sports One on your mobile device. You can download the app there, and you'll be able to listen to this content 5 to 7 p.m. weekdays right here on 94.5 Magic, on Infinity Sports Radio Central Texas, and also on YouTube if you go to Centex Sports Network. Well, folks, a lot to talk about today and a lot to talk about just this week in sports, as we have plenty going on. We've got the NFL is in full effect. This week, the college football playoffs, the first 12-team college football playoff starts this week. I believe on Friday is going to be the first game, Indiana versus Notre Dame. We've also got NBA in full effect. We've got college basketball. We'll talk about a little bit of all of that. And to start the show, I want to talk about some local sports news, and that being the La Vega Pirates. Now, some of you may have heard me on some of those streams, 94.5 Magic or 94.5 FM. Might have heard me on some of those streams talking some La Vega Pirate football, and your La Vega Pirates are headed to the state championship game. That game is at 11 o'clock at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where they'll be taking on the Carthage Bulldogs. It's going to be a rematch game. La Vega's played Carthage multiple times in the playoffs. They've won some games. They've lost some. Most recently, they lost to them in state. I believe that was 2019 when they lost to Carthage in state. But this is a new team, new year, and this La Vega team is so resilient. I've had a pleasure being able to watch this La Vega team all year long, covering them here on 94.5 Magic all year, and got a chance to really just see this team up close and personal. And this is a team that fights back. This is a team that, you know, at the beginning of the year, they drop some games. They play a super tough pre-district schedule. So they drop some games at the beginning of the year. And some people, you know, around town, I would see some different people. And, man, is La Vega going to be good this year? Or La Vega dropped a couple of games. They got a losing record right now. There's a lot of questions about this La Vega Pirate team. All of those questions have been answered. They've been playing phenomenal since district has started. They haven't lost a game. The last loss was in September. Haven't lost a game since September. This team has fought back. This team has grown together. And now they fought their way all the way to the state championship game. Got a chance to go to Georgetown, Texas last week and call that game when they played against a really tough Wimberley team. And the Vega came out and they struck right away. And they never gave the lead up. They came out, Wimberley got a 7-0 lead early. They got a really good quarterback there, Cody Stover, who had over 4,000 yards of total offense this year, close to 50 touchdowns. The dude can really play. And they came out, got a 7-0 lead on La Vega early. After that, La Vega scored 28 straight points before Wimberley came back to score again. This offense was humming from the start. As soon as they got the football, led by the 4-year letterman, Bryson Rowland, who's been playing phenomenal football, not only this year, but his whole career there at La Vega. I mean, he's been starting since he was a freshman. This guy's put a lot of work in at La Vega and just continue to do that in their game on their game last Friday. Then they've got a top-notch receiver, top-notch prospect in Jabari Thornton on the outside, who was just unguardable at the beginning of that game. Completely unguardable. Nothing anybody on Wimberley could do with them. We talked with some of the radio guys, the play-by-play guys of Wimberley before the game, and telling us, oh, yeah, we got some good corners that play both ways. We typically play a lot of man. I'm going to tell you now, folks, for those of you that didn't get a chance to listen to the game or watch the game, that didn't work at all. They tried to put Jabari Thornton in one-on-one coverage, and he torched him. I mean, just like that. He torched him for the entire game pretty much until they eventually started trying to put some safety help over the top, but there wasn't anything they could do with him. He was out there playing like he was unguardable. He had 5 catches, 147 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I mean, he was making it look easy out there. Then last but definitely not least, the young gun in what I call him, Courtney Parr at quarterback. 10 for 14, 263 yards in that game. Threw for 3 touchdowns. Now, there was a lot of questions around Courtney Parr, not by anybody that comes on this show, because we're obviously huge fans of him like myself. But some people were thinking, oh, man, he's a sophomore. Is he too young for this moment? You know, going to the state semifinals game, playing against a Wimberley team who's been in the state semis or in the championship game 3 years in a row. How would he come out there and respond? he looked like a pro. I'm going to tell you guys right now, the rest of the teams in this Central Texas area that are in the same division or same level as La Vega, y'all are in trouble for a couple of years. I'm not going to lie. Y'all in trouble for a couple of years. Courtney Parr is only a sophomore. This kid is poised. This kid can make all the throws. He's got the size of a true D1 quarterback, and he's only, 15, 16 years old. He's a sophomore. To see the way that he has developed over this year and being named a starter since district play, and we'll have Seth Eigerhart, who did play-by-play for La Vega pretty much all year. He'll chime in a little bit later and talk some more about it because he's got a chance to see this team up close and personal. But to see the way that he has developed throughout this year, got named a starter in district play, and he has not looked back. He plays like a true professional. That's why I said call him the pro. He's poised out there. He doesn't play like a first-time star. He doesn't play like a sophomore quarterback playing on varsity. He plays like a senior that's been here before, made all of the throws in that game. And welcome back to the state championship game here live at AT&T Stadium. Still here in halftime. Carthage with the 14-7 lead going out of in the locker room right now. In those record books. 14-7 lead. Rocky, tell us a little bit about what we saw in that first half. Carthage with a 7-point lead over the La Vega Pirates right now.
Well, I get started by just going over the stats with you guys. Courtney Parr was 6 of 10. For 51 yards. Bryson Rowland ran the ball 4 times, picked up 43 yards. Jaden Hernandez had 1 carry for 2 yards. And then the Hammer had 1 carry for a negative yard. On the receiving side, we had three passes were called by Bryson Rowland for 13. And James DeGreat had caught 2 passes, 1 long for a 26-yard pickup. But he has a total of 38 yards. And then Daniels has 1 catch for 0 yards. Carthage, on the other hand, Jake Surratt has thrown the ball 16 times, only completed 5 for 61 yards. Then we had Henderson threw a trick play.
Yeah.
We had a little razzle-dazzle, and he threw a long one, and it was an interception. So he has 1 pass, 1 pick. All the hay's been made by Carthage in the running game, and they ran 9 times. KJ Edwards has ran 9 times for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. Surratt has run one time for -10. And then there are 3 other rushers that have ran the ball. Number 22's ran the ball 2 times for 1 yard. So the offense for Carthage is just basically KJ Edwards. He's been the main. They finished. They had that 1 long pass right before I want to say their first touchdown. Mm-hmm. They had a long pass that they completed. And then they completed another one. End, yeah. They completed another one to number 7, Henderson, and he was able to, catch that on Amir Gibson. That's all Amir's given up all day. They went at him a few times, as you can see. There's not a high percentage passing for Surratt. I mean, he's basically
not at all.
He hadn't been able to do much in the passing game at all.
And if you take away that 86-yard run by KJ Edwards, this is a tied game, and Carthage's offense really doesn't have much going at all.
Yeah, again, Jets tried to move the ball through the air and hadn't been really effective doing it the same way that Courtney Parr has tried to move the ball through the air. That's been effective. I look for La Vega to kind of settle down their offense and really look to get Bryson Rowland involved in the running game. because he's had some success.
Yeah.
And then maybe also get Elbert the Hammer Jones involved.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of just, making a two-headed monster, or even bring in Gonzalez, a man Hernandez. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Hernandez. Yeah.
Hernandez in to run the football. Do some power, QB power. Again, it looks like the passing game is there for La Vega, but with the variations of coverages and pressures that Carthage is doing, it's making Courtney Park kind of hesitate. That one beat that it takes to diagnose what's going on in the secondary they've been able to get pressure on him, and he's been sacked several times. Matter of fact, he's run 6 times. The rushing stats are 6 times for 19 yards, but he's been sacked several times.
Yeah. Both of these teams haven't got their offense just completely underneath them yet so far in this game. We played an entire half of football, and neither offense looks like they're just in complete and total rhythm. I agree with you. I say in the second half, you got to try to establish that run with Bryson Rowland, because honestly, that's been their only success offensively in that first half.
Look at this, Jalen. On third down, La Vega's 0 for 4, and Carthage isn't much better, 1 for 6.
Yeah.
On fourth down, however, La Vega's 0 for 1, and Carthage is 1 for 4. So, again, I think the defenses are playing good. Other than that 86-yard touchdown run by Kavion Edwards, this is pretty much an even game. This game is, but you can't take that off the board. It's part of the story of this game. They're going to have to continue. They're going to have to continue to avoid the big play with Kavion Edwards, because he looks like he's the only offensive threat they have.
Yeah.
They've been able to pretty much Henderson. They've been the wide receiver. He came in the game being their the target they wanted. Even the tight end, he hadn't been able to get much going on either for Carthage. So La Vega's doing a sensational job, in my opinion, defensively. It's just the offense at this point hadn't given them much help.
189 total yards for Carthage, only to 71 total yards for La Vega. Like you said, the defense has played great, but they've got to get their offense going. We're going to take one short break, got a couple minutes before we go into halftime. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football here on Centex Magic 94.5. 2002 year.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, girl. Trying to decide where I'm going to find a birthday gift for my boyfriend.
Oh, that's easy. Go over to the hat stand at 900 East Waco Drive.
What do they carry?
They carry men's urban wear, jerseys, hats. They even do custom embroidery. You could get his name on a hat.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can even get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive. Right there, next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime, from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
And welcome back to the action here live from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. I'm Jalen Gillis here with Rocky Miller as we're getting ready to bring you the second half of this state championship game between your La Vega Pirates and the Carthage Bulldogs. Carthage with the 14-7 lead we just talked about during the halftime show. Neither offense really been able to get going. Only big play in this game, honestly, has been KJ Edwards breaking off an 86-yard run. Outside of that, both defenses have dominated in this game. Rocky, what is the one thing the Vegas got to do to come out with the victory in this game?
I believe they got to come out right here and get a score of some sort. You know, a touchdown would be ideal, but even if they come out here and establish their offense and get a field goal, it still gives them some momentum. Like I say, this is a one-score game. La Vega's clearly in this game, but they have to get their offense going. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to give a Carthage an opportunity to go up 2 scores with La Vega's offense struggling the way it is.
Yeah, but neither one of these teams are able to come back from a 2-score game at this point with how the offenses have looked so far. Points are coming at a premium price in this game, and right now with the 14-7 lead for Carthage, La Vega has a chance to come back out and tie it up on this opening drive. Carthage getting ready to kick this one off.
Yeah, Carthage is, again, it's surprising that both of these offenses are struggling somewhat to move the ball through the air, considering how powered both offenses were coming into this game.
And La Vega's going to receive this one. Looks like Antoine Good gets it at the 5-yard line. He has a pretty decent field position, pretty good return right there. Gets it down to about the 26-yard line, about a 20-yard return. La Vega's offense coming back out on the field. And Rocky, like you said, both of these teams, the offenses were rolling coming into this game. Both teams putting up 40 and 50 points week in and week out in this playoff run. Right now, points coming at a premium because of the play of these defenses.
I think this is a step up in competition for both teams.
Yeah.
I think in the games we saw La Vega, they were clearly better than the teams they were playing. Both, even West Orange Stark, who they had lost to earlier, Sealy, and then Wimberley. This is a step up in competition for them both. And you see, coming in, we said this would be a heavyweight bout, and it's proved to be that way.
First down and 10. They hand this one off to Bryson Rowland. Rowland is going to be hit in the backfield behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of about 3 yards that time on first down as Carthage coming out ready for the Pirates to run the football that time.
Braylon Allison has been a menace all day long.
Yeah.
He's been able to get his hands on Bryson Rowland, and usually the defensive line doesn't get their hands on him. Ethan Thomas and the guys up front have usually been pretty good about keeping him clean, getting through the line of scrimmage. But today, they posed some resistance.
They drop back to pass on second down, try to get this one to Thornton. That one incomplete, pass too low. Going to bring up another 3rd and long for the La Vega Pirates as they're on their own 24-yard line, 3rd and 11.
Yeah, this is it seems they've been in this situation far too often today as 3rd and long. Again, I suspect they'll go back to the passing game. In obvious passing situations, what's happened is they've gotten into coverage and they've run some form of zone blitz. And right now I see number 12 over there looking like he's going to rush, but he does not rush.
They drop back to pass, long pass down the field, see if he can find somebody. And that one bobbled and almost completed as he tried to get that up to his tight end.
Marcus Jackson was open, and I'm telling you, Courtney Parr has some arm strength.
To get that one down the field, yeah.
Oh, man, he couldn't have got it to him if he hadn't. Now, to the defender's credit, number 6 over there at Carthage, Trey Kent got a hand in there and batted the ball. But I'm telling you, that was a tremendous pass by Courtney Parr.
Another good pass from Parr, but unable to connect with his receiver that time. It was the tight end, Marcus Jackson. He tried to hit him downfield in stride. Punt, and another high snap on the punt for La Vega. And it looks like
another short kick, too.
A super short kick. He doesn't have much time to try to kick it at all.
It looks like about a 12-yard kick.
I think someone got a hand on that one as it went out of bounds. Not sure what was going on with the snapper that time, but that's the second time I've seen the snap on the punt just hang in the air way too long. Doesn't give the punter much time to kick that at all. And Carthage is going to get this football in great field position already in La Vega territory as they're going to get the ball on about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's tough right there, man.
Tough.
That's tough. La Vega's defense has been playing great outside that one long run by KJ Edwards, but they got the work cut out for them today right now if they're going to keep Carthage off the board.
Ball on the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for Carthage. Looks like they're going to come out in a heavy set. They hand this one off to K.J. Edwards, who's been their bell cow. He tries to reverse field. He's going to be brought down in the backfield by a few different La Vega defenders that time. Loss of yards, loss of about 4 on first down. It's going to bring up 2nd and 14.
Well, that's just not going to work on La Vega. You're not going to be able to reverse field and go back. Their defense is way too fast for that. And so that's a great start to this drive for the La Vega defense. Getting a 5-yard loss, putting them in 2nd and 15. And again, Carthage hadn't had any problem putting the ball in the air. They hadn't completed many of them.
Yeah.
But they're going to throw it. You can bet that. And La Vega's done a great job defending them as well.
2nd down and 15, ball on the 43-yard line. They're going to hand it right back to Edwards. Edwards going to be hit once again. This time picks up about 2 yards. Going to give him 3rd and about 12 is what it's going to look like.
Yeah, they roughed Edwards up that time.
Yeah.
He did a little shuffling, a little juking, and then they abruptly ended that journey for him. There were a host of La Vega Pirates there. So here we go. It's 3rd and long. I think this is a must-pass situation, but they went for it on 4th down. So maybe they try to get 5 or 6 yards here and to set up going for it on 4th down.
Empty backfield, 3rd down and 11. Drop backs to pass. Lets this one go and drops a wide open pass. They go right back to that tight end drag that they've run a few times.
Hey, man, that was a great
down.
shake route by the tight end, man. He stopped. Caden Rowland recognized the route, and he attacked him. As soon as he took a step toward him, he continued the route across the line of scrimmage, and he was open there. He just dropped the ball. He had something working. Looks like I suspect they'll go back to that again. That looks like a staple in their offense. And they're in an empty set again. And number 2 here looks like he's not covered, but they're going to heat him up, so he's going to have to get rid of it really quick.
4th down and 11. They're in an empty set. We'll see if they decide to go for this or do the pooch kick. I think they'll go for it. 4th down. They drop back to pass. 4th and 11. They're going to blow this play dead.
Is this a delay of game or?
And I believe this is a delay of game. It's going to back them up. So that's going to change the plans of Carthage. Do they decide to punt now? 4th and 16 now. 4th and 16, almost at midfield. I mean, and we've seen some really gutsy calls.
Now, last time they did this, they kind of let La Vega back in the game, didn't they?
They did. They did.
Will they try to pin La Vega deep, considering how well their defense is playing, and make them come out of the shadow of their own goalpost? But again, they're lined up in an offensive set here. They may decide to go for it here, but they have done what we call a quick kick. I think that's what they call it.
4th down.
And that's what they'll do this time.
They'll do the quick kick, and they try to get back.
And it checks up.
Pin them great right there. Get them inside the 10-yard line. Ball going to be down at the 8-yard line. And La Vega's offense going to get another chance. What a defensive stand by La Vega's defense. You gave them the ball back on the 37-yard line, on La Vega's 37-yard line. They come out with another stop.
Yeah, and they end up losing 9 yards on that play.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Losing 7 yards and having to kick the ball from deeper than where they got it. So that's a win. Let's see, can La Vega move the football? I think, I know I've been harping on their commitment to the run, but I believe in order for them to unlock that key to that passing game, those big plays in the passing game, the run is the way that they do it. And if they could string together maybe 3, 4, 5 runs, that would encourage Carthage to get in a more predictable defense where they could take advantage of some of those running plays.
Yeah, La Vega's offense right now blocking is their biggest issue. They haven't been able to block the way that they are normally able to block, and that's really what's causing these issues for La Vega Pirates on run plays and on passing plays. Every single passing play they've done, Courtney Parr's been under pressure. And on the run plays, they've gotten a lot of pressure in the backfield on a lot of their run plays. So that has disrupted La Vega's entire offensive flow, honestly. If they want to come out in this drive and be able to get and be able to get some success on offense, they got to find a way to block 72, 70, and 54. Those dudes have been wreaking havoc on that front line for Carthage.
Do you think they opened up with the passing game because they felt like they were going to have a trouble controlling those guys in the run game, and so they wanted to kind of loosen that up a little bit and try to get down the field? But I think that's a solid strategy.
Yeah.
But the issue is that the passing game is causing them negative yards, right? Along with the penalty, the pre-snap penalties.
For sure.
So they haven't really got in situations where they could play offense on their terms.
So here comes the Vega lining up. They're going to come out on the 8-yard line is where they'll line up. First down and 10. They'll come. Looks like they're going to start on the 13-yard line. First down and 10 for La Vega. Let's see if they can get their offense going. They're going to come out in a 3-wide receiver set. They've got a man in motion. It's the tight end, Jackson. They hand this one off to Roland.
That's a great play.
Gets up the middle. Roland picks up some decent yardage on first down. Picks up about 5 or 6 yards.
Like that's a great play. See, what they ran there, it looked like coverage, right? So what you say, you check to a run. They checked to a run, but they ended up blitzing the guy off the edge, and they were able to pick up number 8 for Carthage, who's blitzing off the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get in a situation where it's 2nd and 5. If they get back in that, right, you run it again. You know where the blitzer's coming from, and you make it pop off something really big in the running game.
2nd down and 5.
And just like I said it, ooh,
to Bryson Rowland. He makes a couple people miss, and Bryson Rowland brought down just about at the 32-yard line. Good run for Bryson Rowland. And Rocky, looks like you were calling the plays that time from up here in the press box.
Again, I think they have something in the running game. I know they do, and they have to just stick with it.
Yeah.
And even if you end up with a 1-yard, 2-yard play, you have to stick with it because, again, if you look right here on the left-hand side, there's a void there, and he just runs through it.
Bryson Rowland, another handoff, picks up another 10 yards. Once again for Bryson Rowland, gonna move the chains. First down, another Pickens bail bond. First down.
Yeah. Again. I'm no genius, I'm no genius, and I don't whatever, and my wife will tell you. But when you line up and you see that they're giving you the corner over there to try to cover Jabari, you then have to make an adjustment, and we'll see how Carthage makes an adjustment there.
They hand this one back to Roland, and they make the adjustment that time.
Well, they send the pressure from the other side now.
Yeah.
So that was a great chance. That was a great opportunity for that zone read. You put it in Bryson's belly, you keep it, and Courtney Parr runs around, and there's not about anybody there for a while. But again, I'm sure Coach Hyde and his staff is looking at that.
Yeah.
And it may be there. Like I say, I love these chess matches.
And that's exactly what this game has been.
And both teams have an adequate number of pieces to make these chess matches really intriguing.
2nd down and 13, ball on about the 37-yard line. The drop back and pass. Courtney Parr's got plenty of time. Lets this one fly and throws it in the pressure. This one is going to be intercepted. Once again, the Carthage Bulldog come up.
It's incomplete, I think.
Incomplete is what they'll call it. Just barely incomplete this time. And
he's throwing it to
wasn't able to keep it. Yeah, incomplete pass.
He's throwing to a guy that's covered. Now you can't do
Triple
that, Courtney. Again, he had plenty of time. Again, that's a situation where I probably put it in Bryson Rowland's belly, let him pick up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards, and now you would be set up for a 3rd and 7 or 8. But now you have this down and distance. But this, in my opinion, this is a great drive. I wouldn't even hesitate to hand it off right here because then you get to potentially punt and put Carthage on the other side of their own.
Courtney Parr drops back to pass, off balance, finds an open receiver, trying to get to the first down marker. Will he have enough? He gets that one to James the Great, and it looks like they're going to give him enough for the first down. Another great play in the backfield made by Courtney Parr. Escapes pressure. Once again, it makes a play.
Courtney Parr, the sophomore, is really stepping up right here in this game. He delivered a strike under pressure to James the Great. James the Great shows those sweet feet and makes the guy miss. And gets out just beyond the line to gain. It sets up 1st and 10 in La Vega territory. I mean, in Carthage territory.
First down and 10. This one is going to be a keeper for a par. Then there goes your play you were asking for, Rocky, and held on to the ball. That one could have been dangerous, but there goes your play right there on the QB keeper. Keeps it on the zone read, picks up enough for the first down. Another Pickens bail bonds first down.
Hey, I'm no genius, but I tell you, I watch a lot of football.
Yeah.
And it was there. Again, this La Vega offense is explosive, and Coach Surratt knows that. So he's trying to keep them off balance. He can't stop them man for man. So what he's trying to do it with scheme, right, and putting his players in position to make plays. They've been doing a great job up to this point. But let's see if La Vega can close the deal and get in the end zone.
First down and 10 in Carthage territory. They hand this off to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line, 27-yard line in Carthage territory. Second down and about 6 coming up.
See, that's a great play. They bring the blitz. Now, this time the blitz came, but I think he was aiming for actually Courtney Parr on that play. Courtney gave it up, and Bryson Rowland did what Bryson Rowland does. Went around the end and picks up about what looks to be about 4 yards. That'll set up 2nd and 6. This is a great drive by La Vega. This is a high-pressure drive as well because they really need these points.
Hand this one right back to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland almost gets away that time and is going to be brought down. Looks like he'll be right at the line to gain for the first down marker. Looks like he'll be just short. And they'll say it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Like I say, that running game, man, if you focus, see now, what does Carthage have to do? Carthage has to guard the run game here, right? They have to. But if they creep down, keep your eyes on Jabari Thornton here.
They're going to put the tight end in motion, 3 wide receiver set. They hand this one a fake and gives it over to DeGreat. DeGreat picks up enough for the first down. Is going to be brought down by a host of tacklers that time as they pick up enough for the first. And it's getting a little bit chippy out here, but that's what you expect. This is a state championship game. Both teams really want this win.
Yeah, both teams are really getting rough, and understand, this is the first time La Vega's been able to move the fall, and this drive looks like it's looked all season for La Vega.
Yeah.
This is how it's looked all season, and Carthage doesn't look like they have any answers right now.
First down and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line. They hand this back to Rowland. Rowland makes one person miss. He's going to be brought down by a host of tacklers that time behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, again, they get in this situation, and I think they're committed to one thing here. Bryson Rowland isn't going to carry the ball in for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So now, with that being the situation, your main man has his guy on an island, and I'm betting on Jabari Thornton every time. Let's see what Coach Hyde and his staff comes up with right here.
Second down and 12. We got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this third quarter. This has been a coaching clinic by both sides. Second down and 12. They hand this one to Bryson Rowland. Bryson Rowland's going to lose about 6 or 7 yards that time on second down. It's going to bring up a 3rd and very long.
Yeah, I think what they were trying to do is keep it in 3rd and manageable. They end up losing about 5 yards on that play. And again, number 72 is a menace, man.
Yeah.
He's been a menace all day long.
The entire game.
Braylon Allison is playing lights out for but he has those hands on those hips.
Yeah.
He has that mouth wide open. So he may not be able to put much of a pass rush on right here.
3rd down and 15. Play action play. They roll out with Parr. Parr looking down the field, going through his progression. Steps up, still on his feet. Parr still looking, and Parr finally going to be taken out of bounds and then slammed out of bounds. We'll see if it's a late flag. I don't think they'll get one. Looked like a very late hit that time. He drug Courtney Parr out of bounds.
It looked like he drove him out of town, and that last little hip toss wasn't necessary.
It wasn't necessary at all. We've seen a few of those late hits, but that one I'm
Looks
sure
like
would have
right
been
here,
called. He's completely out of bounds.
He started the hip toss right as he was approaching out of bounds. I'll give him that. And right here, I don't know what you do right here. It's
4th and 23.
To be honest with you, I probably would punt here and try to pin Carthage deep.
They're going to keep. Looks like they're going to keep him out there. They've got 4 sacks Carthage so far in this game after picking up another
There's only
one.
one guy to go to in this situation.
Only one guy you can go to, and I think Carthage knows that as well.
They got a guy in front of him, and then they got a guy behind that guy.
And they take the delay of game. They're probably going to go for the punt, like you said here, as they take the delay of game instead of burning a timeout right there. They might have to punt this in what was one of the best drives La Vega's had in this game so far. But those last 3 plays, all negative plays, backs him up here. Courtney Parr's going to drop back to pass. He's going to try to go deep.
And
throws just one towards the end zone. It's Jabari Thornton, and just misses him as he tries to get that one to Jabari Thornton, just out of his reach that time, as Thornton getting up slow after that play.
They had a man. He had it, and he threw another dime, guys.
He did.
Again, I know you guys are out there listening on radio, but that was another dime. It was right. It was just out of the reach of Jabari Thornton. Jabari made an adjustment right at the end. And matter of fact, I imagine if he keeps running straight instead of making that adjustment, but again, it was just out of his reach.
Man, what a drive right there by La Vega. Unable to score. That play just out of his reach, like you said. Folks, we're going to take a short break. 1:46 left to go here in this third quarter. Carthage leading 14-7. We'll be right back after this break.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, girl. Trying to decide where I'm gonna.
I'm a community builder, a small business owner, and a former teacher. Boba tea is from Asia, Taiwan specifically. It's a drink with these tapioca balls at the bottom. It's a drink that's very popular in Asia, all over the streets. Our drinks are very customizable. There's a flavor for everyone. What makes us unique is that we use premium loose leaf tea. So most boba tea shops use artificial fruit powder and such.
And welcome back to AT&T Stadium, here live for the state championship game between the La Vega Pirates and the Carthage Bulldogs. I want to thank some of our sponsors, TFNB Bank, your bank for life, for sponsoring this broadcast. Also want to thank Pickens Bail Bonds. Want to thank Prosperity Tax Services, Lighthouse Streaming, NSJ Venco. Thank you guys for all of your support. And the hat stand, whose commercial you guys just heard.
Kaden Jr. over there at the hat stand. Make sure you go by there right off East Waco Drive and get you a hat, get you a shirt. Man, they got all kind of stuff over there.
You can get you a shirt made.
I love that custom embroidery that they do, man.
Yeah, we've got a couple embroideries from them as well. Folks, we got 1:46 left to go in this third quarter. La Vega just went on one of their best drives of the game, but were unable to punch it in. 3 negative plays in a row, and then almost Herculean effort by Courtney Parr at the end, just outside of the reach of Jabari Thornton on that 4th and 23.
Yeah, the sophomore Courtney Parr is really stepping up in this moment, and the coaching staff has tremendous belief in him, and he's made some tremendous throws. Unfortunately for La Vega, that he hadn't been able to connect on them. But again, this is still a 1-score game. The ball is on the La Vega 32-yard line, and La Vega's defense has been playing lights out. They've been able to, other than the one big play by KJ Edwards, they've done a yeoman's job keeping this offense under control.
Yeah, the defense has played phenomenal all game long. Like you said, outside of the 85-yard run by KJ Edwards, this defense has been locked down.
Looks like they're in a tight formation. Look like they're ready to get in some a heavy set.
Heavy set coming out, 1st down and 10. They hit this one off to Benny Smith. Benny Smith picks up some good yardage on 1st down. Picks up about 11 yards. I think he'll have enough for the 1st down. Or they'll call him 2nd down. They'll say it was just short. Picks up 9 yards. Just short. 9-yard run on 1st down.
This reminds me of the Wimberley game. How Wimberley, got in that tight set and just ran QB zone. This look like they don't have any interest in running QB zone. They're going to hand it off to number 22.
Looks like a false start going to go against the offense. That'll back them up some. The 5-yard penalty helped La Vega out a little bit.
La Vega's going to have to make an adjustment here. Looked like they have pretty much big guys. Looks like Henderson. But I wonder if they're trying to set up something with that tight end.
Yeah.
And
that's been one of their go-tos is getting that ball to their tight end.
Number 11.
Outside of getting it to number 7 at the receiver spot. 3rd down and 6.
Second and 6.
Second down and 6. What they'll have it as. The hands went off to Smith. Smith brought down, picks up about 2 yards on that play. Going to set up a 3rd and very manageable.
Well, Ethan Thomas says enough of that. We're not going to have much more of that running up the middle stuff. Ethan Thompson, I'm sorry. We're not going to have much of that. That was pretty much for, looks like a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 4. If La Vega holds them here, you think they'll go for it, Jalen?
I think they'll go for it on 4th and 30 at this point, the way Coach Surratt has been playing.
I wouldn't doubt it, man. But this is a critical down, in my opinion, for La Vega.
3rd down and 4. Ball on the 36-yard line. They drop back and pass. This one goes out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, that just wasn't there.
Tried to hit another one of his receivers, Cale Preston, out of bounds. And like you said, on this 4th and 4, I think they're going to keep the offense on the field. 11 seconds left to go in this 3rd quarter. The clock stopped after that incompletion. La Vega could come up with a stop right here. That'll be game-changing.
This is what we call unorthodox right here.
4th down and 4. This is like playing Madden when you say no punch before
this is on their own, 37-yard line?
37-yard line.
I got to think this is a quick kick. They're only up by 7.
Looks like La Vega's going to bring the house.
No, it's
not. They drop back. 4th down. They throw it to the outside. They've got their receiver wide open once again. Junior Henderson picks up enough for the 4th down, and they've gone to him pretty much every single 4th down play. And they go right back to him on the quick out. Gets enough for the first down.
I got to think that everybody thought they were going to punt right there. That's a, hey.
He goes for it once again, rolls the dice.
In my opinion, that doesn't provide enough reward in exchange for the risk. I know they went for it and they made it. But at the end of the day,
they could have went really bad. 1st down and 10, ball on the 45-yard line. They hand this one off to Edwards. Edwards going to pick up about 3 yards, and that's going to do it for the 3rd quarter here. 14-7 is the score. The Carthage Bulldogs with a 7-point lead. They've got the ball at midfield. When we come back, 4th quarter, 1 quarter left to play for it all here at AT&T Stadium. We'll be right back. You're listening to La Vega Pirate Football here on Centex Magic 94.5. We'll be right back after this.
My name is Lindsay Castillo, and I'm co-owner of the Castillo Concepts here at Union Grove, which is Sam's Bar, Village Pizzeria, and Way Cool Tacos. Union Grove is a concept that houses, I believe right now we're at like 17 different concepts. It gives a family a chance to come in and have a cocktail and have your child get pizza and you get tacos. There's so many options here that make it a very family-friendly environment. I'm Lindsay Castillo with Castillo Concepts, and TFNB is my bank for life.
The story behind La Bottega, it's basically the story of my childhood, a puzzle of all the places I was looking for and going during my day while I was living in Italy. You can make a last-minute decision on where to go and have like a quick bite. You can come over here, have a charcuterie board or a sandwich to share or a couple of focaccia with a nice glass of wine or a beer. My name is Massimo Di Campli, and TFNB is my bank for life.
Production, don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
So back to the action here live at AT&T Stadium, presented by TF&B Bank, your bank for life. Incomplete pass on 2nd down and 7 is going to bring up a 3rd and 7 now. Carthage has the ball. They've got a 14-7 lead against La Vega. La Vega's defense, another 3rd down and another chance to get off the field.
Like I say, La Vega's defense is playing lights out. They've taken them to what looks to be 5 4th downs, and they've converted 2 of them. So, again, La Vega's doing their job, man. They have to get some help from La Vega defense is doing their job. They're going to have to get some help from their offense.
3rd down and 7. Can La Vega get off the field? Ball right at midfield on the 50-yard line. Drop back pass for Surratt, and it looks like we're going to have a pre-snap penalty. Will it be a false start or delay of game is what they'll call? We've seen multiple delay of games on both sides in this game, and that's going to back them up 3rd and 12. But if you're La Vega, you have to know it's 4-down territory because they've gone for it on just about every 4th down.
Yeah, this is a chess match, and when a chess match, maybe it's just taking the coaches a while to get in the right play. This is something. Every play at this point in the 4th quarter is a critical play.
Every single one.
And so they're trying to get in the right play, especially on what was 3rd and 7. Now it's 3rd and 12. Again, I look for them to pass the ball, but I would keep my eye on number 0 in this situation.
3rd down and 12. Drop back pass for Surratt. They tried to screen, and he just has to throw this one into the dirt, right to number 0. What you said, Rocky, I'm starting to think you got a crystal ball over there or something, man. But another 3rd down stop for La Vega. But this team goes for it on 4th down. Let's see if they'll try to quick kick here, or will they go for it? Neither one would surprise me at this point.
Yeah, I don't have a beat on Coach Surratt at all in these situations. I think at 3rd and 12 on your own side of the ball, can you live with losing if you go for it and don't make it here and they quick kick it? So they're playing percentages right there.
Going to get a great bounce. This one bounces all the way back to the 10-yard line where this is going to be marked down at. They get a great bounce. They're going to make La Vega go 90 yards down the field with 11:34 left to go in this game. La Vega Pirates going to have a chance to come out here and tie this ball game.
They're going to make them earn it.
They're going to make them earn it all the way. 14-7 is your score, folks. Want to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this short break.
We must continue to build our communities.
It's our goal to help build businesses in this community, to build partnerships that will allow individuals to get access to capital and the support they deserve.
I have a vision for East Waco. I want to bring an experience and more opportunity to this side of town.
Each one.
Ball on the 10-yard line. They're going to come out 1st down and 10. 3 wide receivers set. Courtney Parr, the young sophomore, played up and down all game, made some huge plays. Can he make some more? And a fumble snap, and they get on top of the ball.
Man.
Not what you wanted right there on 1st down. They were going to get that one to Jones. A mishap there on the snap, just the
yeah, that didn't have anything to do with they just rolled it back to the quarterback. Luckily, Elbert was right there, Johnny on the spot to jump on the football.
Yeah, that could have been disaster for La Vega. 2nd and 13 though, now after that 3-yard loss. Just a bad snap by the center. 11 minutes left to go, 2nd and 13, ball on the 7-yard line. They're going to hand this one to Jones now, and Jones going to get hit behind the line, and that is a huge play as it's going to be a 3rd down and long. 3rd and about 15 now for La Vega, backed up against their own goal line as the ball is going to be on about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like Marcus Jackson wasn't able to execute that block on number 8.
Yeah, that was Beck. He's been making huge plays all game. Carthage now with 12 tackles for loss in this game. 3rd and 15, ball on the 5-yard line. La Vega really backed it up here. Got to be careful on this play. Play action rollout. And Courtney Parr has just got to get rid of this one. We'll see, do they call intentional groundings?
Oh, he was outside the pocket.
He was outside the pocket there, so it's going to be 4th down and 15. Now La Vega's going to have to punt. And
they're going to have to do it from their own end zone.
Out of their own end zone, and they've had some struggles punting the ball in this game. Now they're going to have to punt out of their own end zone.
This is a tough play right here because they're going to be punting with the punter standing in the end zone. This is a tough situation.
Very tough.
This is a tough situation. But that just goes to show Coach Surratt in the 4th quarter, he wasn't willing to risk the take, and him willing to punt the ball on 4th and looks like 15 was the right decision. But it looks like we're going to get a great punt here.
This one goes all the way to the 40-yard line. La Vega able to get him down at about the 42-yard line, so great punt that time.
And Warren Richardson Jr. on the coverage. That's a great play. Hey, like I say, in this game, I believe something's going to have to happen here. La Vega's defense is going to have to make a play at some point.
Yeah.
I'm talking a fumble. I'm talking an interception. I'm talking a big play. Because although they've been out there a lot, to be honest with you, Carthage hadn't done a whole lot against them.
Yeah, Carthage hasn't been able to do that much against them. We're going to go to a quick break while we have a TV timeout. When we come back, we'll talk some more about that. We've got 9:52 left to go in the state championship game. We'll be right back after this break.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, girl. Trying to decide where I'm going to find a birthday gift for my boyfriend.
Oh, that's easy. Go over to the hat stand at 900 East Waco Drive.
What do they carry?
They carry men's urban wear, jerseys, hats. They even do custom embroidery. You could get his name on a hat.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can even get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive. Right there, next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and at Prosperity Tax Service, we're all about convenience. We get it. Life is busy. Your time is valuable. That's why we've streamlined the entire process to be as hassle-free as possible.
No more sifting through piles of paperwork or spending hours at an office. With Prosperity Tax Service, you can handle your taxes from the comfort of your own home.
Your financial data is in safe hands with us through our secure and user-friendly customer portal at prosperitytax.com. It's your one-stop shop for all things tax-related. Log in anytime from anywhere, whether it's from your couch or on the go.
We are experienced tax professionals well-versed in handling a variety of tax situations. Receive genuine assistance and competitive pricing from real tax professionals who've seen it all.
We're marking 2 decades as a community-based enterprise here in Waco, Texas. So call us at 254-235-5662 or log on to www.prosperitytax.com. Thanks, guys.
Back to the action live from AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas, in the state championship game presented to you by TFNB Bank, your bank for life. 9:52 left to go. La Vega is going to have to try to get a stop here after Carthage just got the ball back after a punt.
Yeah, I look for Carthage to try to chew some time up here. It's 9:52 left to go in the 4th quarter. They're up by 1 score, 14-7. I look for them to try to, finish it off.
1st down and 10, ball on the 41-yard line. They'll hand this one off to Smith and Smith going to pick up about 2 or 3 yards before he is brought down by the Pirates. And like you said, they're going to try to chew up some time here. They're going to just try to pick up 2-3 yard runs here because, I mean, they go for it on 4th downs a lot, especially in 4th and short situations. We just saw them do the quick punt last drive, but they haven't done many of them.
You know, that's 2-yard gain. I think, I honestly, La Vega's defense played lights out, and I don't think that they can just line up and run straight at La Vega. They're going to have to come up with something. But Coach Surratt's been great about dialing it up and getting plays that sometimes with they're just not able to execute. Let's see how this kind of turns out, and I'll keep my eyes on number 0 in this situation.
And they hand it right back to number 0, and number 0 picks up about 13 or 14 yards on that play. Big play for KJ Edwards, who's been the mainstay and their main guy on offense in this state championship game for Carthage.
Yeah, that was just a wide outside zone, man, and it was there. They were able to get around the end.
First down and 10 now on the Vegas 41-yard line. They're going to come out, pitch this one to Edwards. Edwards breaking away. Edwards picks up another 13, 14-yard gain, another big run for KJ Edwards as he is taking over this game right now for the Bulldogs.
Look like they're running a little unbalanced set over there because they're lining up number 70 as a tight end on this side, which is the right side, and then on the other side they have the other lineman over there. So it looks like they're running on unbalanced. You see how they got a guy. All right, now they're in a balanced set.
So first down and 10, ball on about the 27-yard line after that big-time run by Edwards. They hand this one right back to Edwards. Edwards going to pick up about a 2 or 3 yard gain. Edwards got 160 yards in this game and a couple of touchdowns for the Carthage Bulldogs. He's been playing great. Only a 2-yard gain right there.
Yeah, if nothing changes, looks like he has an inside track to the offensive player of the game.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. But we'll see. There's still a lot of game left. It's 7:43 left to go in the fourth. And La Vega, like I say, La Vega's defense has been pretty stout. Again, like I said, Jalen, they're going to have to make a big play. Someone going to have to step up from that La Vega defense and change the tide of this game.
I formation on 2nd and 8 as they line up on the 25-yard line. They hand this one to Smith. Smith hitting the backfield, picks up about 1 more yard to get back to the line of scrimmage before he's finally brought down. 3rd down, and this is those times where La Vega's got to make a play. They're going to get another 3rd and long. Can they find a way to get this team off the field?
Man, number 11, Cade Ross, man, really stepped up in that moment, and he probably would have made the play had the lineman not been tackling him.
Yeah. 3rd down and 8.
I'd watch the tight end right here. I'd watch number 11.
6:45 left to go. They're going to line up in a trips to the left. 3 wide receivers. 1 man in the backfield is KJ Edwards. 3rd down and 8. Ball on the 25-yard line. They put a man in motion. And now looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Carthage. So they wanted to come out and see what La Vega was going to get in. Called a timeout.
Well, I saw Anton Good point right at the tight end.
Mm-hmm.
He was aware that the tight end was probably going to do something a little tricky.
Yeah.
And where Anton was set up, I don't know that they could, run a play where he would, they wouldn't able to block him if it was a screen or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then if they were trying to slip him out and sneak him out, he may have had him covered. So when he saw that, I think he immediately called timeout because felt like La Vega was on to what they were trying to do.
Yeah. They looked like you said, they were on to what they were trying to do there. 6:30 left to go here in this game. Is only a few seconds left in this timeout. Once again, I want to thank some of our sponsors in this game. Pickens Bail Bonds, TFNB Bank, your bank for life, Prosperity Tax Services, Lighthouse Streaming, The Hat Stand over on East Waco Drive, and also NSJ Eventco. I want to thank you guys for your support in this broadcast. And I want to thank our listeners today for supporting us in broadcasting these games all season long. Had so much fun being able to call these La Vega games week in and week out, all the way down to the last week of the season right here in the state championship game.
And we also got to thank Sid, man. Sid started this journey with La Vega. He did an outstanding job all season.
For sure.
And because he had conflicts, scheduling conflicts, he wasn't able to carry it all the way through. But Jalen, you came in and picked it up for him. And so, you know, it's been tremendous. You've done an amazing job.
I appreciate
being
it.
the
Appreciate it. It's 3rd down and 8 now. 6:30 left to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. They drop back to pass. They let this one go. And this one is going to be caught. A huge play made by, once again, Junior Henderson. Touchdown for the Carthage Bulldogs as they take a 2-touchdown lead with only 6 minutes left to go in this game. 3rd down and 8. They go for it all, and they get it.
Yeah, that was just looks like a go route. Amir Gisman hadn't given up much all year, but in that situation, he's been out over there by himself on an island all game, and it seems like if you try it enough times, you're bound to get something. And Amir and Henderson, when they would get pat by Amir, but Amir was right there.
Yeah, he was right there.
He just didn't get his head around soon enough. And unfortunately, it was a great pass by Jet Surratt.
And he's out matched in height a little bit as well too, so they're able to just get that ball out in front of him and get that ball to Henderson. Once again, makes another play in this game. He's been one of their go-to guys as Carthage Bulldogs take a 21-7 lead with 6.5 left to go in this game. La Vega's going to get the ball back. Still 6.5 minutes. They got to come out here, try to make a play right away. La Vega's got the playmakers to do it. Will they be able to hold up on that offensive line and get away from those defenders?
If I was La Vega at this situation, I'd be kind of bummed because they scored, but I wouldn't. This game is still in the balance.
Yeah.
Because La Vega's not a team that's dependent on the running game to get back in it. If that was the case, being down 14 with 6:42 left to go would be a tall task. But for them, that's just one pass to Jabari Thornton. That's one shot to James Edwards. That's, Dalen Pullen. You can get a shot in the passing game and score pretty quick. Or in a similar situation, last time they played the state championship game, my nephew, Dante Stewart, was able to return a kick for a touchdown and kind of change the tide in that game against Liberty Hill. I look for somebody in this game to do something big any moment now to change the tide and get La Vega back in this football game.
Like you said, plenty of time left in this game as they're getting ready to kick this one off. 6:24 left to go in the game. Carthage with a 21-7 lead over your La Vega Pirates.
Yeah, there's a lot of game left here, and I think La Vega's got the offense to bring them back. They definitely had the offense to bring them back here with 6:24 left to go in the game.
So they kick this one deep, or they don't kick it deep. They'll actually kind of pooch this kick at about the 30-yard line. Didn't even want to give them a chance to try to make a big play right there. But La Vega will get the ball at the 30-yard line. Have to go 70 yards. Will they be able to do it? Like you said, Rocky, they've got plenty of playmakers on this offense. They've just got to hold up front on that O-line. Give Courtney Parr some time and these receivers some time to try to get downfield.
Yeah, that's the plan. There's no secret now. They're going to have to use the passing game and just sprinkle in the run. But they have the playmakers. They've gotten protection, at times. But are they going to – I think they got their hands around how to deal with this pressure.
And they let this one go on first down. Tipped pass goes incomplete. And number 70 has had a great game on that front as well. We talked about some of those other guys. But number 70 has found a way to get around that edge multiple times there as we got 6:19 left to go in the game. 21-7 for Carthage. They've got the lead. They're going to line up on about 33-yard line. 4 wide receiver set. They hand this one to Rowland. Rowland trying to make a play here. Bryson Rowland gets brought down just shy of the 50-yard line, but he will have enough to pick up the first down.
That's another great run by Bryson Rowland, and he was really doing big. He was really working, man, and he got that. And it looked like it could have been a bigger gain if he had been able to keep his balance.
4 wide receiver set, first down and 10. They get this one out. Courtney Parr under pressure. Parr sacked once again, somehow able to hold on to the ball. This time it was Clayton Ingram. Gets back there for the sack. That's going to drop him back about 5 or 6 yards that time on first down.
Oh, yeah, and I think that's the brother of the former Texas Longhorn, Cavante Ingram.
Cavante Ingram, okay. He comes up with a big play right there, Clayton Ingram does, and backs him up. Going to be second down and long. Clock still ticking, 5:20 left to go in the game. La Vega still trailing by 14, second and 19 after the sack. They drop back pass. They've got pressure on Courtney. Courtney's going to get hit once again. This time, it's one of the big boys up front, Braylon Allison, who has been a game wrecker all game long for Carthage. Backs him up even further. Now 3rd and 28, just under 5 minutes left to go in the game.
Yeah, Braylon has been a menace all game long. I'm a former defensive tackle, and I really watch those guys work when I'm watching the game. And a lot of guys are just guys. And number 72 is a player.
Yeah.
And he's a big old guy.
Yeah, he ain't no little kid out there. They hand this one off on a draw on 3rd and super long. Give it to Bryson Rowland, and Bryson Rowland gets hit very hard. Almost looked like some helmet-to-helmet contact there, but no flag on the play. Gets hit hard after about a 5-yard gain, going to bring up 4th and 21.
Yeah, they're mixing up the blitzes, mixing up the coverages. They're really, making this a difficult in the passing game.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Hyde here. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Carthage with a 21-7 lead, 4th and 21 for La Vega. We'll be right back after this short timeout.
Media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
Hello?
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing, girl. Trying to decide where I'm gonna find a birthday gift for my boyfriend.
Oh, that's easy. Go over to the hat stand at 900 East Waco Drive.
What do they carry?
They carry men's urban wear, jerseys, hats. They even do custom embroidery. You could get his name on a hat.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can even get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive. Right there, next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
Back to the action here. 4th down and 21. Ball on the 37-yard line, 36-yard line. La Vega trying to make a play here on 4th and super long. Courtney Parr drops back. He's under pressure. Lets this one go. Incomplete pass. Gives the ball back to Carthage in La Vega territory. Carthage with the chance to run this clock out. Courtney Parr was under pressure once again.
Yeah, Courtney Parr was under pressure, and that sped him up. He wasn't able to make an accurate throw to Bryson Rowland. I don't know if Bryson could have ran for another 15 yards to pick up the first down anyway. This has been the La Vega defense is back out again. The offense has really truly struggled in the passing game.
Yeah.
I can't believe that Jabari Thornton, though they've tried to get the ball to him, they've targeted him a number of times. He hasn't been able to get the ball to him. Carthage had a great plan defensively on how to corral Jabari Thornton.
Yeah, and Coach Surratt really did a great job defensively, just overall, mixing up schemes, mixing up blitz packages, mixing up coverages as they hand this ball to KJ Edwards. Edwards gets to the outside, and Edwards going to be brought down after about a 15-yard run, goes out of bounds, and already in the red zone now after that big run. but he's done a great job of mixing up a lot of things on defense. Never really gave La Vega the same look too many times.
I noticed as KJ Edwards runs the ball, he doesn't mind stepping out of bounds. He's not trying to prove a point.
No, he's not.
He gets what he can get and go ahead and gets out of bounds. And so let's see how it goes here.
First down and 10, ball on the 20-yard line after that run. They're going to come out 2 wide receiver set under center, hand this one back to Edwards. Edwards tripped up, picks up about a yard there on first down. 3:45 left to go in this game.
Yeah, the clock's running. Again, La Vega has to come up with a strip. I don't suspect Coach Sherrod and those Carthage Bulldogs are going to pass in this situation, but who knows?
Yeah.
So an interception is probably highly unlikely. But to be honest with you, La Vega needs to do, if they're going to do something, they need to do it right here.
And second down and 7, 3 minutes left to go. They're going to hand this one off to Edwards once again. This time Edwards hit in the backfield. Going to bring up a third down now with about 3:05 left to go. And that clock still ticking, working against the Pirates here.
Yeah, the clock is working against them. Again, their defense is, who knows how this guy will score this game when it ends. It's 21-7 now as time winds down. Carthage has the ball inside the 20, but the Vega defense has played outstanding in my opinion. They played well enough to win the game.
For
Vega
sure.
just wasn't able to generate enough offense in this game.
Yeah, Carthage's defense really stepped up and made a difference too. 3rd and 9, they
they
drop
are
back and pass. And they're going to hit their man once again. Junior Henderson in the end zone on another fade route. Gets in the ball. Junior Henderson, been the main guy in the passing game. Him and KJ Edwards have really put on for this Carthage team. Carthage scores another touchdown, takes a 27-7 lead with 2 minutes left to go.
Yeah, again, Coach Sherrod is about his points.
Yeah.
And he's been here 9 times, and he has 9 wins. And it looks like the Carthage Bulldogs are going to come here for the 10th time and get a victory against the La Vega Pirates, who've been game all day.
Yeah.
They fought hard all day, and they've shown some life at times offensively, but they just weren't able to sustain anything on the offense. As I go over some of these team stats, and I look at it, La Vega was 3 for 11. 2 for 10 on 3rd down.
Yeah.
And 0 for 3 on 4th down. So what that tells you, they weren't able to sustain many drives. And to be honest with you, Carthage wasn't much better. They were 2 for 11 and 2 for 5 on 4th down. But they were able to make a few more big plays than La Vega was able to when in those same situations.
Yeah, I think back into the game when it was about 8 or 9 minutes left and La Vega had that chance on 4th and 23 just outside of the fingertips of Jabari Thornton in that end zone. That could have tied it up 14-14, and that's how much some of those little plays can just make a huge difference in the game. Would have been a completely different game here. At this point, looks like Carthage is going to wrap this one up and come out with another state championship victory. 2:17 left to go. Carthage up 28-7 now as they get ready to kick this one deep back to the La Vega Pirates.
Yeah, this is going to be tough on the guys, man, as this game winds down. But I suspect they'll continue to fight till there's no time left on the clock.
This one's going to be returned to about the 20-yard line here, and 2:11 left to go in the game. La Vega's going to get the ball back. One last chance here to try to get some points up on the board.
And it looks like Carthage is celebrating every tackle.
Yeah.
They're celebrating every play. And so I think it's kind of settling in their dream of becoming a state champion is becoming real right now, and they're basking in this moment as they should. And I can't do, say anything more about Carthage. They came in here and they fought hard, and it looks like they're going to get a victory today.
Yeah, they're showing as Hernandez gets this one, they put in Javian Hernandez kind of scrambling back there. He'll be brought down, showing why they've won as many state titles as they have. Why Coach Surratt has won as many state titles as he has. Did a great job, phenomenal job coaching. This was really a coaching clinic by both coaches in this game. The chess match, as you said earlier, between these two coaches was amazing to be able to watch here firsthand in person, watching this game.
Yeah, and in this situation, like I said, it goes back to a situation where they just weren't able to get the ball to Jabari Thornton. La Vega wasn't the way they have in previous weeks. Clearly, Carthage came here with a plan to take him out.
Yeah.
To take him out of the game, having the guy over the top, having the guy underneath, blitzing from whatever side he was lined up on to deter. In order to complete a pass in those situations, you have to throw in the face of the blitz, and that makes for a more difficult throw. So it was just a situation where it was a masterful defensive strategy that Carthage had to contain Jabari Thornton. Again, not in my wildest dream did I think they would be able to, as Hernandez fights for yardage, and just is ultimately taken out of bounds, which is indicative of Carthage Bulldogs. And first off, before we make our votes for a player of the game here, I want to say that today's a great day. We hope it will be a crowning achievement for La Vega and their state championship, but nonetheless, it's still a tremendous milestone for someone, and I'd like to wish my colleague and my co-host, my broadcast partner, Jalen Gillis, happy birthday.
I appreciate it. Getting on up there, as I would say. My son wished me a happy birthday last night just so we could try to eat the birthday cake that I got out of there. As La Vega gets stopped on 4th down, they're going to get the ball back to Carthage with just 1 minute left. But definitely was a great day and got a chance to enjoy calling a game on my birthday, something new. Haven't got a chance to do yet, so I checked something else off on the achievement box.
Is this your first state championship you've ever called?
First state championship game that I've called, so check that off of my bucket list. Got
That's
a chance
pretty early.
to do it.
This is my first one too.
Yeah.
And I'm considerably older than you. And so
hopefully we'll get a chance to do many more here for sure. And this La Vega team, like you said, not the outcome that they
looks
wanted.
like that was a first down.
So they did pick up enough for the first down. So La Vega's going to keep the ball. They got about 30 seconds left. Hernandez going to try this one deep, try to get this one down the field.
What a catch.
And a huge catch that time by Marquay Willis as he comes up with a huge catch down the field on about 3 different defenders. Willis just skies up in the air to go up and get that ball.
That was called get mossed.
Yeah. As he goes up over 2 guys, comes down with that ball, and like you said, this La Vega team is going to fight all the way to the end. Neither team should be hanging their head after you get this far in the season, getting all the way to the state championship game. And Marquay Willis still making plays out there. First down and 10. They're going to try to get this one back over to one of their receivers. A little bit too long. 17 seconds left to go. 28-7 is the score for Carthage. Folks, want to thank everybody that's been listening with us today on Centex Sports Network, on Infinity Sports Radio, Central Texas, also on Centex Magic 94.5 as Carthage near closing out their 10th state championship for Coach Surratt and the Carthage Bulldogs. 17 seconds left to go. La Vega on the 25-yard line. Hernandez in the game. Throws this one to an open Jabari Thornton.
I call timeout right here to get one in the game.
Yeah, to try to get one last score as they hit Thornton in the back there. 7 seconds left.
They weren't able to shut him out, and that's apropos for the season that Jabari Thornton has had. He's been a tremendous player all season long, and they had him shut out here, and it looks like he's going to get one last chance
And Hernandez
and
is going to get pushed into the end zone to score here as the clock ticks to triple zeros. Hernandez is going to get one last score in this one, makes it 13-28. But Carthage is going to come out with the victory in this game as they're lining up for an extra point attempt. They'll kick one last field goal, one last play of the season here as they score on the final seconds of the game.
The final play of the game. And I think this final score is representative of the La Vega team and their program. This was not a 28-7 game.
Yeah.
I think 28-14 is more indicative of what the kind of challenge it was. And those 14 points is really just two big plays. One made in the passing game, one made in the running game. And that's because, again, La Vega came out here and played with pride and determination, and they have nothing to be ashamed of.
Nothing.
As they walk off the field today, Carthage just truly played better today. I don't know if Carthage is a better team, but today they played better and they were able to execute. And with no further ado, I have who I voted for players of the game. My choice is KJ Edwards, and then number 72 for Carthage on defense. And that guy, Braylon Allison, was a menace all day long. I'm talking about from the first play to the last play. He completely disrupted the La Vega offense, put pressure on the quarterback, was able to stop Bryson rolling up the middle a few times. It was, several tackles for loss, and he was definitely my vote for defensive MVP.
Yeah, I would have to take piggyback off your votes and pick those same two votes. And like you said, Allison, an amazing job on defense, and KJ Edwards really making huge plays for his team. Outside of that 86-yard run, still had close to 100 yards if you total up all of his yards. So, man, just a phenomenal job by this Carthage team, phenomenal job by Coach Surratt, and a phenomenal job by this La Vega team that just came up a little bit short. And like we said, no reason for any of these guys to hang their heads down. They came out here and did what Moats couldn't do. We're going to take a quick break, folks, and when we come back, we'll wrap up this game here at the state championship game. Final score, 28-14 here at AT&T Stadium. Carthage Bulldogs come out with the victory.
Hey guys, it's Rocky and Keisha, and
we must continue to build our communities.
It's our goal to help build businesses in this community.
My name is Devin Lee. I'm a community builder, a small business owner, and a former teacher. Boba tea is from Asia, Taiwan specifically. It's a drink with these tapioca balls at the bottom. It's a drink that's very popular in Asia, all over the streets. Our drinks are very customizable. There's a flavor for everyone. What makes us unique is that we use premium loose leaf tea. So most boba tea shops use artificial fruit powder and such. So we believe in your real tea, real milk, real ingredients, and we even use organic sugar. Some of our favorite items, of course, are handcrafted dumplings and also our matcha. So we're very proud of sourcing them directly from Asia. And the TFNB team has always been very helpful, and they've always been treated us like family. And I'm Devin Lee, and TFNB is my bank for life.
What do they carry?
They carry men's urban wear, jerseys, hats. They even do custom embroidery. You could get his name on a hat.
What? Really?
Yeah, you can even get a custom birthday shirt made as well.
I'm on my way. Where did you say it was again?
900 East Waco Drive. Right there, next to the Goodwill.
Okay.
NSJ
Lighthouse Streaming, a full-scale media agency and your go-to source for all things audio and video. Is your church long overdue for audio and video upgrades? Call Lighthouse Streaming for a free consultation. Does your corporate or church event need audio or video production? Don't stress. Call the guys at Lighthouse Streaming. In business since 2017, Lighthouse Streaming has produced hundreds of live events and completed dozens of church and venue installations. Whatever your AV needs are, Lighthouse Streaming has you covered. Give them a call at 254-252-4206. That's 254-252-4206. Or go to lighthousestreaming.com and set up your free consultation.
NSJ Event Co., one of the premier event designers in Central Texas and a Centex Sports Network supporter. Voted Waco Awards Event Planner of the Year 2021, NSJ Event Co. is your go-to source for event planning. Whether it's your next baby shower, birthday bash, wedding, or retirement party, NSJ Event Co. will bring out the elegance, class, and style your event deserves. Call NSJ Event Co. at the number on the screen or scan the QR code to schedule a free consultation. NSJ Event Co., where the party lady takes care of all your event needs.
Welcome back into Centex Magic 94.5 La Vega football here as wrapping up the state championship game. La Vega fell just short in this game, but nonetheless a phenomenal season for the La Vega Pirates. This is a team that was not picked to go all the way to the state game. This is a team that was not picked to make it this far, that wasn't ranked for majority of the season, and they fought and they battled their way back into where everyone knows them to be in a state championship game. They fell short in this game, but they played great all season long and in this game. They had a lot of moments as DeQuavius Beck was just named the defensive MVP here for the Carthage Bulldogs.
Hey, you know, this was a tremendous season, and Vega has a young team. There's a lot of guys that you have, Jabari Thornton and of course, Courtney Parr, they'll be back. But there are some guys here that this is their last football game. And this is one heck of a way to end their high school football career. So with no further ado, I'd like to name some of these seniors. Starting off with Bryson Rowland. Also, Amir Gibson. Anton Good. Eric Davis. Johnny Hammond. Dalen Pullen. Broderick Scott, Caleb Balch, Raekwon Kennedy, Warren Richardson Jr., Jeremiah Thibodeau, Jeremiah Jones, Jalen Nickerson, Anton Turner. I hope I got his name right. Andrew Turner. I'm sorry. His print isn't the best. Andrew Turner, Isaac Martinez, Hilario Mata, Kavion Hogan. We got Ethan Thomas and Darion Robinson.
Robinson, yep.
Yeah. And if I missed any seniors, my apologies. Please blame it on Jalen because he didn't correct me as I was reading the list. I think I think
Andre Johnson, the senior, as well at guard, and I think that was all of them on the list. So definite shout out to all of you guys, man. Great way, like you said, to end your football career in high school is to do it in a state game, regardless of the outcome.
Yeah, regardless of the outcome, man. They finished their they will surely always remember. And many of their classmates will always remember their final football game because they came down here and in Jerry World, they played for it all.
Yeah.
And there's no bigger prize. There's no bigger achievement other than winning it that you can have. And again, hats off to Carthage, man. They came in here with a great plan. They were able to win. They were able to execute that plan and win the game. They usually win the game on offense, but today they won the game on defense because La Vega's defense was able to contain that very explosive offense by Carthage. However, for whatever reason, La Vega's offense wasn't able to muster up much when they needed it, and thus they were they went 2 for 10 on third down, 0 for 4 on fourth down. And that kind of, to me, in my opinion, that kind of sums up their day offensively.
Yeah.
They weren't able to sustain drives. They were able to move the ball at times, but they weren't ever able to sustain drives and get control of this game and kind of put pressure on Carthage.
Yeah, Carthage, like you said, did a phenomenal job scheming up a plan in this game. They executed that plan and did a great job executing that plan. Led them to their now 10th state title in the last 10, 20 years now for Coach Surratt, now with 10 state championships. And like you said, these guys on the Vega side, even though they lost, they've made memories that lasted a lifetime. I remember when I was in high school and at Midway, and we went to the state game and lost to Lake Travis. Those are still memories me and some of my friends and classmates get to talk about still to this day. So this is going to be a great day in remembering back on this entire journey over the entire season, and just remembering our entire journey over the entire season. Getting a chance to cover this La Vega team was honestly a tremendous honor all year long, getting a chance to cover these guys.
And again, let's also make mention of the young gun.
Yeah.
Courtney Park came in this game, and though the stats don't show it, there were some plays in this game that he made that, if it not been for those plays, it could have been a lot worse than it actually was. But he made some sensational plays under duress all night long, but yet he was able to, at moments, come up really big for the La Vega Pirates. And as they drive, as Coach Hyde and his coaching staff leaves the stadium today, understanding what opportunity was here that they weren't able to capitalize on, they have to go back to Waco understanding that their future is bright.
Yeah.
Because they have guys like Jabari Thornton coming back. They have guys like Marquay Willis, who made an amazing interception today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have guys like Elbert the Hammer Jones, who have made an impact on this season.
Yeah.
And Javante Thomas, and even a guy that I like, Zaith Gonzalez, and so many other guys who've made an impression on here. And Jace Wiley, you know, who's a sophomore, and he's coming back. So they've got guys on here that have made contributions, and the future is bright in La Vega. The cupboard is full, and I wouldn't be surprised if they're not back here before the young gun is done playing at La Vega.
Yeah, he did an amazing job, like you said, stepping up in big pressure moments. The moment did not look too big for him today, and he made some plays that, like you said, if he don't make those plays, this game is a lot further out of reach than what it was. So you got to tip your hat to him. And then I got to tip my hat to the senior, the 4-year starter, and Bryson Rowland, who has cemented his name in the history books at La Vega, who has cemented his name in the history books in Central Texas high school football. 6,000 career yards, 2,000 yards again this season, 4-year letterman for Bryson Rowland. What a great way for him to finish off his last season here at La Vega with another record-breaking season, over 2,000 yards. Had a phenomenal career. Can't wait to watch this guy at the next level as well.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And as we wrap up here, man, I want to thank all of our listeners. Again, we got to go through our list of sponsors one more time. Our title sponsor, which is TFNB, Your Bank for Life, along with Pickett and Bales Bond, the Hat Stand. Shout out to Caden Jr. over there on East Waco Drive, Prosperity Tax Service, NSJ Event Co., and none of this would be possible without Lighthouse Streaming.
Yep. So thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our listeners for a great season of football that we got to cover here for La Vega. Signing off for the last time for La Vega High School football this season, Jalen Gillis and Rocky Miller. Thank you guys once again. We will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day.
Hello, my name is Roy Gillis, founder and CEO of Lighthouse Streaming. Over the last 4 years, we've had some tremendous successes, none of which could have been accomplished without you, our clients, and our viewers. From my family and the staff of Lighthouse Streaming, thank you.